Hey, everybody. It is Tuesday night, July 18th, 2017, here on the Rancho with the one, the only, Tara at the Rancho today. And welcome to all of you. Nice to see you back again, Tara.
Thanks, and hello to Susie.
Yeah, nice to see you, Susie, on the side chat. We're going to take a couple minutes to get going. I'm still trying to adjust the lighting here. Get a little more task lighting on us here. So hello to all of you, and I hope you're having a great Tuesday evening. Another wonderful day with Tara here, and a chance for us. Well, you did a couple things today. We'll talk about that a bit later on the Hangout today. And I'm officially now on vacation. I worked a half a day today, but I am free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, I'm free at last. That's a good thing. Hey, Luke, nice to see you.
Hello, Luke and Ed.
Ed Fern, nice to see you. So we're just going to have a hangout. Probably going to go a little longer than last night because, well, the only thing we have to do is kind of be on the road by 9 o'clock tomorrow for San Francisco. Looking forward to showing Tara around all the sites. Now she's asked, and we'll drill down on this later on, this Embassy Suites. 15, I'm going to figure that out. Embassy, because Embassy Suites is still very much around down there. Somebody looking that out. Somebody will know, Linda Francine, or somebody will know on the side chat. Tara's got this thing stuck in her head about something from Charles Bronson. You remember the name of the movie?
Telephone.
Telephone, yeah.
T-E-L-E-F-O-N.
F-O-N, telephone. Was that the thing as the phone rang and something?
Then you're on mind control.
Yeah.
You're a communist spy. When you were a child, if you heard these certain words, you are under this person's obedience to do something like a terrorist act. It was the most interesting idea for a story.
It almost sounds like the Manchurian Candidate with Frank Sinatra a little bit, where you're kind of under control. Yeah, I'm sure I saw the movie. I just can't immediately recollect that. But I think the weird thing that is what stands out to you was the Embassy Suites Motel there in San Francisco, because it was red, right?
Yes, I heard. I'm not sure that the Embassy Suites was the indoor part of the movie of a hotel. There was an outdoor, which I think was in Chicago, but the inside of the hotel was the supposedly Embassy Suites in San Francisco, and the penthouse had a restaurant and bar, and it was an all red lounge. Fascinating atmosphere. I always wanted to go there, but I don't think it's still red, or maybe it's not even there anymore. But
was it a fancy looking Embassy Suites? See, I'm thinking what they actually used in that movie was probably the Mark Hopkins Hotel there in San Francisco, because that's about 15 stories high. Very fancy, and it has a cocktail lounge on. It's called Top of the Mark. It has a cocktail lounge up on top that has great views. So I think that's probably kind of what they're doing there with that. But we're very much into movies today. I was able to take Tara around and show her a few. Well, one particular road here in Santa Rosa that's renowned for the number of. It's had 4 different major motion pictures shot on location there, in which the highly unusual thing is there's one intersection on that street that 3 of the 4 homes on the intersection have been featured in movies, which, I mean, what would the odds be in America that you go back to that same intersection? So what's going on with all of you? We had a nice steak dinner tonight, courtesy of Tara. As Elvis would say, she paid it forward tonight. Hates to hear that. So we had a real good time there. Excellent. I had a really great steak. It was well aged and very, very tasty. Not bad.
was it aged overnight?
I think it's aged for like 14 days or something like that. Hey, Unencumbered, how are you?
I unencumbered. Our steak was sitting in the fridge and soaking in something for 2 weeks.
I think it was, they do what's called a dry aging. They put it in a controlled climate or something like that. That's kind of their pride, is to do that aging. Susie said it's roasting here in Pennsylvania. Yeah, we went out to a place called Cattleman Steakhouse tonight. So Tara was nice enough to Elvis pay it forward to us tonight, so we had a good time over there. Bobby's around, scrounging around somewhere. Jen's around too. Jen spent some time. You had a busy day today. You did a couple different things. You want to tell them what you did?
Jen and I went to the Charles Schultz Museum. Just me and Jen, and that was fun, pushing her around on the cart in her wheelchair. And she's gonna have that on her channel video.
Be on the collab channel, Jen and Rosie Reality TV, for tomorrow. And you guys went to breakfast this morning too.
Yeah, I haven't cheese omelets, so I'm gaining weight right now.
Nah, not because that's all you really had between whatever time you went to breakfast and we went to, probably got served at 5:30. So
But we went to the grocery store and we put our groceries on the little counter, and it said, "Please remove." So we removed it. And then it says, "Put it back on." I don't know why it kept saying put it back on, and then it said take it off. So we were taking off groceries and putting them back on the little counter, and then finally a gentleman was able to pay for the groceries and we could leave. So that was a funny experience.
Well, as Tiny Elvis would say, it's in the ghetto. Nothing ever quite functions as advertised over there in the ghetto. But we're not really in the ghetto. We're okay over here. So they went over to the Charles Schultz Museum, and Jen enjoyed that because she can actually, she's crazy about all the Peanuts characters, and she can actually see the desk where Charles Schultz penned all of his Peanuts comic strips and all that.
Hello, Testicle.
Hey, Rosie's left testicle, but he's a very remarkable person in Santa Rosa. He started a senior ice hockey league that he really loved playing in for a lot of years. He had his own ice rink here, which had Santa Rosa had its own senior hockey team. Of course, a lot of people don't know he was born in Minnesota, so hockey was kind of in his blood.
There wasn't a more successful cartoon strip, was there?
No.
What would be the second?
What would be the second one that had that kind of longevity?
Popeye? Did he even have a comic strip?
Yeah, but I don't think Popeye even lasted that.
Then you had that little army soldier guy. What was he?
Yeah, you had Beetle Bailey.
Beetle Bailey. And you had Buford the dog, or
yeah.
was
that
his name?
Used a lot
Buford?
that Archie. Yeah, Susie said Archie. I don't think Archie was in Sunday comics. I'm not sure. Or was he just strictly comic books?
Well, I'm
10-cent comic books.
Well, I know he was 10-cent comic books, but I don't know newspaper comics well.
Hey, Kyle, nice to see you.
Hi, Kyle.
So I still haven't been over to that museum, so they went today and hung out over there. And then we chilled out around here. Mid-afternoon, I took Tara in Little Rascal too for a ride. Abducted her for an hour or so, and we went over to McDonald Road and looked around there a little bit. Did some videoing. Got a nice video coming up tomorrow with some movie trailers cut into it from some of the movies. Yeah, we went out to dinner. Tara treated us to steak dinner tonight.
Hi, Luke.
Yeah, we both had ribeye.
So, Susie, what did you have for dinner? Luke and Kyle and testicle, a nomad. What did all of you have for dinner?
Hey Rob, how you doing? Nice to see you.
Hi, Rob.
Yeah, we've been thrilled to be able to host Tara for a few days up here. It's been outstanding, a lot of fun.
Did you have a rubber ducky when you were a kid?
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
You had
had
it
a
in the
rubber ducky.
bathtub?
Yeah. The big thing when I was real small was, well, not quite real small, was Gumby and Pokey were the big.
So you had sisters too, right?
One sister. Gumby and Pokey, that was the thing. Davy and Goliath, there was some kind of spiritual thing that would come on. And,
I had to download one on YouTube because that's a good old memory.
yeah, it's a real good memory for me too. Luke says, I'm pretty close to you guys. We're in Walnut Creek. Awesome area over there. That's where Janet got her boobs done. Walnut Creek.
Hi, Doctor.
Hey, Dr. Pim. Yeah, it's been a good day today. It's been comfortable, easy moving around. Tomorrow's San Francisco, baby. It's going to be a lot of fun. Kyle's going to have pasta to smooth. And he says you both look very beautiful.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kyle.
I'm still digesting my my ribeye there.
Yeah, it takes 20 more hours.
Yeah. It's like an anaconda eating a pig, so it's going to take a while for that to go down. So what's going on with you guys? Yeah, I can't remember the name of the doctors. Yeah, there's a plastic surgeon that did Janet's boob job over there at Walnut Creek. Yeah. Thank you, Susie. We need more Skittles, huh? Every time I would eat Skittles, I'd get those mouth ulcers from sugar, too much sourness. It's like I used to be addicted to lemon head, the little lemon balls, but after a couple days on them, you're all.
Did you ever have a whatchamacallit?
Yeah.
Do you both like peanut M&Ms?
Yeah.
I think everybody does.
She loves them. The male and female. I like them both. No, we're just gonna, Susie. We're just gonna go down. And we got a kind of it's peak tourist season in San Francisco right now, so it'll be challenging tomorrow. But I think certainly we would like to see the Golden Gate, to walk out on Golden Gate and look at Alcatraz and see that from the bridge, and then go into Chinatown. And the good news is Bobby driving, he knows that whole area like the back of his hand because he had a milk delivery route for 15 years or something down there. So he knows all the ins and outs. And where else were we going to go? Fisherman's Wharf. It all depends on the time. No, we're not going to be able to do a beach. Santa Rosa doesn't really have any, Sonoma County, because it's not like down where Tara is, where you have a more southerly flow of water temperatures. Up here, it comes right down from the Gulf of Alaska, so year round it's 50 degrees in that water. You got to have a wetsuit to go in there, and you better be able to swim fast to avoid the sharks too. The great white sharks are all out there.
Yeah, what did you tell me the difference is between New York Chinatown and San Francisco Chinatown? Hi, Chris.
Hey, Chris, how are you? The difference between New York Chinatown is really more blended to an Asia Chinatown now, whereas San Francisco Chinatown is maintained for the families, the same basic stores and shops and stuff, so it's really unadulterated. It's the largest population Chinatown in San Francisco. Yeah, we'll be probably having something to eat down there. How's it going, Chris? All I can tell you is I don't know exactly where we're going, but by the time we get back, we'll say, hey, that was an awesome day. And of course, we'll have all that video to share with you. Tara's like, it's nice. I didn't have to bring a camera. Rosie just videos everything. Just puts it up on YouTube, so she never feels like she has a video. I guess it's all right there. It's all right there.
I'm in a lot of your videos right now.
Yeah.
Feel like I should pay you.
No, you're, you paid it forward tonight, right? You paid it forward with that steak.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, love those little charms in the shops. You like Lucky Charms or what?
I don't know.
Magically delicious. Frosted Lucky Charms are magically delicious. So I know, Jen, you're putting yours up now, right? Yeah, so she's still working on that.
There's the museum and then the ice rink.
Thanks, Susie. We're having a great time. You know, the best time when we break out the booze. I got to open up some room in my stomach first. Oh, little animal talismans. Okay.
I was impressed with the bread tonight. It's like a quality bread. Don't you think the service was great?
Yeah, it's a little, to me, it's, it's like the water guy always is overdone because he's trying to earn his wings for a waiter position. So he's, they bring, you can top up your water glass. It's like every 3 minutes they're there. And that gets a little over solicitous to me. But yeah, the waiter was good tonight. I thought the old rule was you waited till your glass got down to about 2/3 empty, and then you just fill it up without having a big notice of it. Yeah, dragons, wolves. You see a lot of Buddhas and stuff. A lot of scrolls with the Chinese characters on it. That's always a big selling thing. Fans, the fans that open up, the painted fans, all that stuff. Let's see. Dr. Pimp says, have you been on any dates lately?
No, it's been...
Hi, Drew.
Hi, Drew. I don't even remember when I was on my last date. I don't want a date. I like being single and alone right now, anyways. Movie night.
No, but I gave Tara a homework assignment to do before the next hangout to watch a couple of vids. Now I'm happy just to hang out and have a couple beers in a bit and just chill out. Yeah, there you go. Susie's like, I stopped dating when I got married. I just worked right through it, Susie. That's fine. Drew, how are you doing? Drew had a big move to a new place.
Far away, or was it
Pretty close, but I'd say more countrified than it was before. So, but there's a lot to take on. You ever heard of Nelson Sullivan? I haven't.
No, I never heard of him. Hi, Jinx.
Jake says, how much is the ransom? I'm sure we can raise at least a couple, Bill. For Tara. Yeah, we're going down to Chinatown tomorrow. And then Thursday, I'm not sure what we're going to do yet. Let's see, Nelson Sullivan, you'll love this guy. He died in 1989. I've never heard of Nelson Sullivan. Did you hear Nelson Sullivan? Hey, Lynn, nice to see you. Dr. Pim says, when I'm on dates, I wear good clothes to dress up on dinner dates. But if I'm at concerts or movies, I'll wear Geek Out t-shirts, Mighty Morphin, Power Rangers, X-Men, or WWE shirts. That's good, Drew. Drew says, I'm starting to get settled in. It's a slow process. Someone's posting all his videos on YouTube. I don't know. What did he do? Is he a singer? Who is Nelson Sullivan? You got me curious now. I wear clothes and now it's kind of warm. So Pennsylvania's a little crispy right now, huh, Susie? Susie, are you in Western or Eastern Pennsylvania? Hi, Maxine.
Hi, Maxine. I heard the #1 place to settle down and live is Pittsburgh, the whole country. You never heard of that?
No, it's just growing up in Baltimore, there's always an intense rivalry between Baltimore and Pittsburgh. And kind of forever hate each other's guts, football and everything else.
You enjoy watching those football games, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, they're smash face football. It all traces back to the Orioles getting their asses kicked in 71 and 79 by the Pirates in the World Series. So,
Who would you say the greatest linebacker of all time is? Ray Lewis, or is it an older?
Ray Lewis is great. I don't know if he's the greatest though. I liked who was the guy for the Chicago Bears with the linebacker for the Bears. Somebody will tell me out there.
The problem with him is he admitted that he was successful because the defensive lineman was able to hold the guys so that he could hit them.
He's also a thug. Ray Lewis was a thug. Baltimore always specialized in having thug. Baltimore and Oakland always had thug football players on there.
But Dick
Butkus, but there was one guy for the Chicago Bears, Mike Singletary. Would get my vote for probably.
Really?
Yeah, he was outstanding. But Ray Lewis was great. I remember Mike Curtis for the old Colts. The Baltimore Colts was an outstanding middle linebacker too.
Who?
Mike Curtis. They used to call him Mad Dog Curtis.
Remember Bolitnikoff? He was a linebacker.
Absolutely, yeah.
He had the coolest name. I think Bolitnikoff.
the guy, if I'm on the ball and I'm on offense, the person I fear most in the history of the NFL getting hit by played for the San Francisco 49ers, Ronnie Lott. That guy, pound for pound, would just smoke you into oblivion. I mean, he was all steel, just all solid muscle, and there just wasn't any ounce of fat on him, and he just came in hard and strong.
Remember the 1990s NFC Championship when the Giants beat the 49ers, and the 49ers were practically all injured after the game? Do you remember that?
Don't remember that.
They were injured before the game and after.
Well, some of these teams just limp into the Super Bowl anyway through history, and you get kind of busted up.
Remember that really huge fullback for the 49ers? A really big guy when they won the two in 88 and 87.
Bobby will know. See, Rob says, Rosie, did you ever see the video of Maxine in a dress underneath his friend's truck working on the brakes? I love it. Yeah, I saw Princess Trucker Maxine. I've seen most every video that Maxine's done.
Yeah, Maxine has great videos.
And actually, I enjoy her Hangouts. Hey, Jews, I enjoy watching her at CC's and these kind of places with her hanging out with the wife and the girl. I really enjoy them.
Hi, Juice. So Juice says Junior Seau.
Yeah, Junior Seau, yeah. But Ronnie Lott was one spooky guy. I mean, he was the one that wide receivers would fear cutting across the middle, to get a pass. And Ronnie Lott would just get a beat on him and wham. Bobby, what about Ronnie Lott?
Oh yeah, he was scary.
Yeah, he was. I think if anybody that ever played football on defense, he's the one I would fear most.
Yeah.
Because he had a way. I don't know. He could accelerate into the hit. A lot of people would just kind of tackle and try to get.
But that fullback was.
Well, he wore those big shoulder pads.
What was the name?
Drop and nail it.
What was the name of the really big and heavy fullback that everybody was scared to tackle?
Well, I know Chicago had the.
No, the 49ers.
No,
The 49ers.
Lawrence Taylor, #1. Jew said, yeah, LT was okay.
It was Roger Craig, and then they had the fullback.
Is that Jim Rainey?
No,
Bill Rainey?
no. Let me see this. Name the 49ers fullback that was big and.
Juice, what about Ray Lewis? And Mike Singletary.
So, Sidejet, name the 49er fullback that was really big when they won the Joe Montana Super Bowl.
Oh, Juice has got Ray Lewis as #8. Juice is pretty smart, so I'd probably take that.
He's got Lawrence Taylor #1.
I'm nosy, sorry, but which was more, sushi or steak? Probably the steak.
Ask Juice who's #1. I think it's Dick Bucks.
Well, Juice has got Lawrence Taylor as #1.
Really?
Two trainees talking football. Gotta love it. Yeah, I like the Fridge was an offensive lineman, but I enjoyed it when they
It was a
defensive lineman. But I enjoyed it when they gave him the ball and he punched a touchdown in on the Super Bowl.
Hi, LK.
Hi, LK. This is Tara. Yeah. Yeah, one of my greatest Super Bowl memories was Perry taking the ball in for a touchdown. He didn't even lean forward, Bobby. He just kind of ran.
He just walked.
Straight upright, just ran forward with the ball.
Well, who was the offensive lineman that first Bill Walsh made it look like? What the hell was his name? The big guy.
I'm not sure. I didn't really follow the Niners. I was more on the Baltimore Colts and then the Ravens.
Were you rooting for Peyton Manning when the Colts won?
No,
that was Indianapolis.
Nobody. They hated the team once they left. Hated them. Trying to think.
Thanks, Maxine.
Oh yeah, it was juice. Damn. I feel as Bill Clinton would say, I feel your pain.
I swear Joe Montana had the same center all 4 Super Bowls, didn't he?
I don't know, but I'm telling you what, I certainly felt for Buffalo with Gene Kelly going to the big dance 4 times and denied all 4 times. I mean, that's brutal. That is brutal. Why did not so many people like the Seahawks? Because of what's his name out of USC, Pete Carroll. That's why. Pete Carroll was a thug at USC, and he brought the same game to Seattle. That's why a lot of people cheered when at the Super Bowl 2 years ago when you had the greatest running back on planet Earth 1 yard from the goal line, and they passed the ball on. Yeah, you got Marshawn Lynch, the greatest running back on planet Earth, and he's got to stand there and watch the guy get intercepted.
Isn't Lynch going with the Raiders now?
Yeah, I think I'm even surprised he's playing, Bobby. I don't know how much his heart's going to be in.
Well, he's from Oakland. He lives in Oakland up in the hills. So he figures all I have to do is drive down the bottom of the hill and go play football.
Well, he did a couple years at Cal. Yeah, you said when the mafia says pass, you pass. That's right. That's exactly what you do. Well, we'll have football coming up in a couple weeks. They'll be reporting in for light workouts and stuff. Susie, I hope not. I don't really want to go. If the boss has a 14-foot boat, I don't really want to go out on the open ocean and a 14-foot boat.
Hi, Linda.
Yeah, hi, Linda. Yes, Linda, that question we had about what that about. Some movie thing you were wanting. I said Linda will know what the answer is.
Really?
Nelson somebody.
Yes, something Nelson. Hi, None Givens.
It's got to look really terrible with 1080p, you know.
Hi, Lynn.
I've never been to a Super Bowl, no.
I just had a steak, Lynn. So that's why I'm a little slow right now.
Yeah.
Hangout will last quite a while.
Susie, put it down to 144p would be my best advice, and things will look better. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Juice. What's wrong with this story? That's what I'm saying. Fuck that open ocean with Dickie and a 14-foot boat. Sounds like an episode of Fear Factor. I don't think he's ever been on the Pacific. I mean, he was in the U.S. Navy, but that doesn't qualify you to get into a 14-foot boat. So, you know, with a 30-year-old motor. And I told him, if we go overboard, I'm swimming. I'm not going to hang around and pull you because there's great white sharks and everything else out there.
No, I'm fine, none givens. So Bill Cosby's not even going to jail?
I don't know, Jared. It's only a matter of time. Somebody's going to nail him. It's like you got a mouse on the table. Sooner or later, the shoe's going to find the mouse. You know, it's like when you thought OJ got away, right? No sticky goo. That's on tomorrow morning's agenda. The sticky goo. What is the greatest state to life in the U.S. to live in the U.S.?
Well, I think California.
California, baby. It's got to be California. We love our taxes. We love our.
All four of us say California.
Love our, maybe 5 with non-givens. You
Yeah.
know? Yeah, OJ's coming up for parole. I have a feeling he'll get out on parole, so he can roam the golf.
Probably costs too much money for him to be in.
Well, he can roam the golf courses in the United States seeking his wife's killer somewhere. Yeah, Chairman Brown knows how to tax you all real good. Well, I like New York City. There you go, Susie. Dear Rosie, or a state of ecstasy. That should be an equal sign there.
Drinking that Jim Beam there.
Yeah, thanks to you.
You see what non-giving said, Bobby? Terrence, get out of Bobby's chair. He can't stare at the wall sitting there.
Hi, Kelly.
That's funny.
Hey, Kelly. Yeah, I like New York. And upstate New York is beautiful, too.
Tara, you gotta love the trolls, don't you?
I love the trolls more than anybody else, I guess.
I love the trolls too.
Well, at least they're always dependable.
Yeah.
You can always depend on them. They're steady as a rock. I'd freak out if non-givens was ever nice or said a positive comment. I'd be like, whoa, what invasion of the troll snatchers or something. Let's see.
Thanks, Linda.
I think.
The room I'm in is really nice, Susie.
It's very open for every culture, yeah. Tara has her own little hideaway here, her own bunkhouse here. Best thing, it's nice and cool these days. It's not uncomfortable at all. If it was as hot as it was Sunday, we'd be doing a hangout from the Shine Shack with the air conditioner on. That's for damn sure. Yeah, only 108 degrees Sunday. What the hell? So what's new on YouTube?
Did you ever like Frank Zappa?
Mm-hmm.
Did you like Frank Zappa, Bobby?
Yeah, yeah.
I might be moving to Montana. Piano Floss Tycoon. Yep. Okay, Lynn says, I'm living in Southwest Missouri. There are 4 lakes only 30 minutes from where I live. Let's see, not giving said, I'm watching Shay's Hangout. He just spray painted his head with just for men or something. He's trying to scrub off the overspray. I don't know.
I think the club life is better probably in Europe, wouldn't you think? I think they're known for the greatest clubbing.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, I don't think the best clubbing is in
I would
the
think
US.
maybe LA's got some really good clubbing.
Vegas has good clubbing.
Vegas has probably the best clubbing in the U.S.
I think Vegas has whatever you want.
There's full prostitution in part of Vegas, right?
You got the Reno, right, Bobby? Outside of Reno, there's full prostitution outside of Reno.
It's legal.
Yes,
Right? In one county there, right?
yeah, don't they have the
Yeah, but Vegas,
Mustang Ranch or something like
yeah,
that?
Vegas, there's no legal prostitution.
I thought there was a section,
Inside Clark County.
which is by Vegas.
Well, that's Vegas. Vegas is
Clark County, yeah, it's kind of complicated. You have two different, you have Clark County Police and then you have Las Vegas Police. There's two different police forces down
Gosh.
Tara could see the world by allowing YouTubers to buy her a plane ticket to come see them for a few days.
Thanks, Maxine. If John Elway,
I like Juice's comment.
if John Elway sends me a ticket, I'll come see him. I'd like to buy a whore, but I don't have enough cash. None given.
I've been in Europe, yes. England, Holland, France, and Belgium. Yeah, I'm a party with Susie and Jinx.
Hi, Jinx.
Jinx sounds like she could get down, you know? She seems like the kind of chick that could really, really clean up a chessboard, you know, and all. Yep, you're in. You have to try Ibiza. The hell's that, Portugal or something? Ibiza, the Iberian Peninsula. Yeah, clubs in Asia are pretty good. They were all right. It's just that Asians are much more restrained when they go to clubs. There's no mixing of men and women. They just are very standoffish in their own groups. Oh, Spain, yeah. Yeah, I have, you can tell I have part Spanish blood. It's Edward here. Yep, Ed Fern is here.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Did you enjoy your beer over there?
Yeah, they had, I drank a lot of San Miguel. Hey, anti-conformism, nice to, yeah, because San Miguel's a Philippine beer.
I anti-conform.
Just my favorite beer of all time is San Miguel. Tremendous beer. Yeah, can you give Juice an official howl?
I don't howl anymore. I moo like a cow, but I can't moo like a cow here. It's got to be in San Diego at my apartment.
It upsets George, right?
Yeah, Georgie gets pissed, and I don't want to piss Georgie off.
He thinks he has competition.
Georgie's on the 7-day disabled list anyway for his leg.
Thanks, Lynn.
That's funny.
Yeah, you had to be there. It was funny at the grocery store with Jen. I was sitting on the floor, putting things off and on. The little thing where you place the products when you pay for them.
Well, it's business as usual at that place. Yeah, I have a lot of vintage audio on the shelf here. Yeah, Bobby looks like a pimp in the background setting up dates.
You interested, Juice?
There's one, rub one. Okay. They can see Bobby in the background.
Yeah. Yeah, there's still a lot of the screen off the left side of you, Tara, here. Remember, I have this shifted over so I can get to.
That's great.
Yeah, so they
You
see
gotta have Bobby in the.
Yeah, I'm a collector, yeah. Collector and restorer of vintage audio gear. I like it from the 50s, 60s, and 70s.
You know, Rosie, I was gonna spend hundreds and close to $1,000 on a subwoofer, but I found out if you turn it up too high, it'll blow your windows out. So
I don't think you'd really enjoy.
No.
I don't think you'd enjoy the experience of a woofer. I mean, most people that put them in the trunks of their cars end up pulling them out and removing them. So.
Well, I have a subwoofer. It's just that I only spent $300.
Yeah. So you're giving people the finger and stuff out there. Juice is smart. Juice knows what's going on. Today it's some kind of art. I don't know. Today's stuff is a black plastic box with a very few guts inside of it.
Remember when I did this on a Hangout before, Rosie? One time I wiggled my eyeballs. And I'll see if they can see that now. Tell me if you can see my eyes wiggle. Here, look at my eyeballs. You see them?
Yeah, they vibrate a little bit. Yeah.
I could vibrate my eyeballs.
They oscillate a little bit from side
So
to
we'll
side.
see if the side chat saw it.
See if the Jim Beam cures it or makes it.
Want to hear those?
Not right yet. I'm going to wait a couple. I'm still trying to open up some room. Sandy Callie. Hey, baby. They have the giant woofers in the trunk of their 87 Civic. Yeah, those little rice burners are such a pain in the ass when they go up and down the road.
Hi, Sandy.
Yeah, I just hear those assholes going down there. Boom, 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 boom. Well, before there was true watts, and today's thing is kind of a derived watts on these things. The speakers could still handle them. It's just a different way of measuring watts now than they had back then. RMS, root mean squared. Sandy Callie's up visiting, excuse me, Tara is up visiting a couple days with us on the rancho here from SoCal. So we're real glad to have her here. This is day 2. Tomorrow we're going to be down in San Fran. Yep, Sandy Callie in the house. No, we've got Sandy Callie in here. Are you okay?
I ate a big steak, none givens, and it's like just sitting there in my stomach.
That's why I don't eat meat.
Yeah, well, I haven't had it in a long time.
Really? Yeah, steak.
Because I've been on a diet for the
Are you
past.
on a diet?
I was until I went on vacation.
Yeah, well, I'll be on
So you're not on a
one.
diet up on the rancho?
When you
No.
leave, I'll be on the diet.
You can't be on a diet here because these girls could like to go out and eat.
Yeah. That's I ain't gonna diet on a vacation.
Yeah.
No, hell no. Why would you diet on a vacation? Yeah, Tara's
You wanna
always
come
very
up here and
random.
enjoy yourself.
I've been craving Kraft macaroni and cheese for the last 6 months. When's the last time you and Jen had that?
Jen, when did we have Kraft macaroni and cheese? Like 5 months ago or something? Well, we went out and bought it, but we bought that SpongeBob mac and cheese. It was weird shaped Kraft, and it was all mushy and stuff.
Yeah, it was.
And I was pissed off because SpongeBob was unrecognizable when it was served up to me.
Yeah, it turned into mush. It wasn't.
And I threw it against the wall.
Yeah, thanks everybody. I like to be random.
Bought that steak at the Dollar General.
Streak? What streak?
Steak, I guess.
Steak.
Non-spinning.
You remember the song they call him the streak?
Yep. Oh yeah, they call him the street. Look at him, look at him, look at him, look at him feet. Yep. Look, I'll just put it this way. Tara got a glimpse of the millionaire life today, huh? You're convinced, huh? She knows it's the real deal.
We don't flash it up here.
No. Yeah, but hey, Dollar General has quality food. I've gotten great buys at the dollar store. Those cans of cherries for pies and stuff, awesome. I mean, you go to a store and get Comstock cherries to make a pie. They're $5 a can. These were great for $1 a can. So what if they're Egyptian cherries over there?
I would never go to the Dollar General again because that time I went there and the power was off.
You mean the Dollar Tree or we don't have a Dollar General?
Well, what was the one over there by Food Max?
Yeah, that's Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree. I'll never go there again.
Oh,
I
no,
went
that's
in
a
there-
Dollar General. That's a Dollar General. Yeah.
That's the one I went in there, and the power was off. And I went to shop and got some stuff, and I went up to the counter, and they said, "Oh, we're sorry, the power was off. We can't check you out." I said, "You couldn't tell me that when I walked in the door."
What a dick.
And I said, "I will never come back there again." I just left everything on the counter.
Yeah, we do have a Dollar General.
That was the best.
Yeah, that's funny, Linda.
I can't stand stupid.
Yeah, I got to send non-givens the book of The Millionaire Next Door. On that note, I need a beer.
Hi, Corey.
That's funny, Don.
Yep.
That's funny.
funny, so I'll tell you, non-givens is funny.
It is.
Yes, Corey So Fudge It says hello, Bobby.
Hey, Corey. Tell Corey I said hello.
Is that Corey?
Yeah, Corey. Bobby says hello, Corey.
Hi, Corey.
I'm just sitting here in the background enjoying, relaxing. I'm on vacation too, like Tara.
And Rosie now.
And Rosie,
I'm on
now Rosie's
vacation
on there.
now.
All three of us are on vacation. The only one we're going to make work is Jen.
Well, Georgie's on vacation.
Georgie's always on vacation.
One of my favorite things at the rancho is Georgie.
Yeah, but Georgie's been kind of on the DL, the disabled list. He's not his usual spunky
Oh,
self.
he's jumping off that.
Huh? He keeps jumping off that bed and re-injuring his
Yeah.
fat little ham hock there. Yep, Callie, that's Sandy Callie said, oh, over there, that's our Bobby in the back sending big hugs to
Thank you,
Bobby.
Sandy.
Oh, thank you, Corey. Your butt looks excellent. Let's see where Jordan is. Must be outside.
Yeah, somebody's been drinking out of my bottle, none given, so I think Georgie's been in my bottle of booze.
Georgie's been nipping when we went out to dinner.
Yeah. So it's not me, it's the dog, none givens.
Was he outside?
Yep. He's out there chasing squirrels around. There he is.
See, he's got the bug eyes, not me. See those bug eyes?
Hi, Tootsie Pop. I think the heat in that house is causing havoc on Tara's rig. Why don't you put on one of Rosie's?
I'm gonna get a dark colored.
Somebody said we should swap with my last.
I'm gonna get one that color next year.
Oh, that's funny. Thank you, Susie. Yeah, the dog has a gray beard, but he's too aggressive, Corey. He'll jump down off the bed, and I had to put a rug down as a soft kind of launch pad and landing pad now, because he would hit the wood floor and kind of splay out his legs. And we don't need AC juice, I think, right now.
It's comfortable.
Comfortable as can be. It is 78 degrees right now, so.
With the fan on?
And it's probably 71 outside right now. You didn't need the, it was nice.
It was too cold.
Too cold.
But I wanted that.
Yeah.
I like cold.
I told her there's backup blankets and stuff if you need something in the linens there. So, yeah, we go from like 90 to 50 overnight. Hey, Jalen, how you doing?
You never wanted an aquarium in here, fish aquarium?
This was originally designed for a tall aquarium over here. It's got all the build out for electric behind it. But I figured if I go away and stuff, if I'm traveling, what am I going to do? We can take Georgie with us, but I can't take the fish, you know? So what am I going to do? Good night, Maxine.
Night, Maxine.
I come over and look at him, but I can't do it.
No, I don't want Bobby. What a hassle.
Hi, Tootsie Pop.
Oh, thank you, Tootsie Pop. This is actually the Lips. Tara brought Jen and I some mac today, and this is Russian
Russian red.
Russian red or something like that. She
It's
brought
a pretty
Vegas voltage, Russian
Vegas
red.
Volt, and the third
Yeah.
one I don't remember. Russian,
Rory said 78 here is a crime. Doug keeps it in 66 in the RV if he can help it. I like it. I like warm weather a lot. 90 degrees. You have to get up about 98 to 100, then it starts to get into a little bit of discomfort to me. Linda said 103.
see, the Midwest is the worst. Arkansas,
I'm
Missouri.
in Baltimore, East Coast around Chesapeake Bay. That's pretty bad because you get a shallow body of water and it heats up and releases a lot of.
I need to go to the bathroom in like 15 minutes.
Now why?
I'm gonna wash up.
Oh no, you're all good, Jay. Yeah, well, come on and say hi when you're done.
We can use tERA'S bathroom. It's okay.
It's okay with me.
Okay, take
We have to
care.
ask, like I said.
Yeah, give them a good beating.
Janet's
Yeah, the
friend, Kathy,
DC Baltimore area is
She
really
stayed at
tough
their
in
house
summer,
for 2 weeks and wouldn't let anybody use her bathroom.
especially Baltimore, and Washington, right on the Patapscos and the Potomac River. It is really, humidity is always sky high.
Good night, Corey.
Yeah, Ungiven said, a house with one bathroom, that's living large, baby. I even have two in my shanty. Well, we got one in here, and tERA'S got her own private bathroom out there.
She has her own suite.
In her suite on the ranch, out in the bunkhouse out there. Yeah, Linda said, remember where I live, it's warm enough to grow cotton, so that tells the story. They actually grow a lot of cotton in California, too.
You been to Louisiana before?
No, I've never been to Louisiana.
No. It's different.
Yep, can't wait to get down there.
You got to have,
I'm going to visit Nungivens in Tennessee.
what's that they eat in Tennessee? Grits.
Bobby is not Jeff T. Rowe. He's not going to piss on the tomatoes.
Hey, but I like Jeff T. Rose.
Nungivens said, is Bobby going to walk all the way to the shack or just piss on the tomatoes? Oh, shit. Oh, Jinx. Yeah, Jinx is in the Toronto area, Ontario area. So 93 is pretty smoking up
You ever seen a cotton gin run?
there.
Do you know there was a guy sort of famous who got caught in one and died? Wouldn't that be a bad way to go?
Yeah, the worst thing I heard recently up in Connecticut, there was a guy that was working with his, like, I don't know what the guy was thinking. He took his 5-year-old, 7-year-old son out with him. He was a landscaper, and he was clearing a lot, and he had a chipper with him. You know, chipper is you put the, and that kid was helping him load up, and the kid got caught in the chipper and went right through the fucking chipper.
Sad story.
Whoa! When I think about that story, and I just think, you know, luckily that kid had no concept of what was going on, you know? But, yeah, there you go. Juice has got a 3-shitter house there. There you go. That's as bad as it gets, to live with the consequences of that the rest of your life.
What does that mean? Three
toilets in that place.
Oh.
Yeah, Jalen, you remember that story? It just shakes me to my bones to think about that.
Hi, Jalen.
I don't know if I'd ever mentally recover from being on the scene. Just reading about it shook me up so bad. Yeah, it's rough to breathe when it's too hot.
There was another story from Yahoo News last week that was just so disgusting I can't even talk about it, and I can't believe Yahoo even put it up on there. You have any idea?
Yahoo's changed a lot. They're much more National Enquirer-ish and much more.
This one was just so disgusting. You shouldn't put that up.
I just think that's the way that I've talked about Yahoo before and how they degraded the business news and all kinds of things. They're just off the rail. Let's see. Rob said, Rosie, the funniest thing on his hangout once Jeff was on the front peeing on his lawn and he's waving to his neighbor. Hey, how y'all doing? Yeah, I'll tell you, Jalen, it's just unimaginable to have your child go through a chipper and just the horrors of. But I think to myself, would I have had a 5 or 7 year old around a chipper? The answer is no. The answer
I
is
wouldn't let my child
unqualified no. You know, there's just no way in God's green earth that I would have allowed that. And, but I don't have to live with that. Not giving to say, well, you got lots of other shit to live with. You don't need that extra. Jalen, I never hear you complain about the heat down in Florida there. I guess you're well preserved under AC all the time down there. Let's see, they have husband storage picks in Shanghai Mall right now. What does that mean, husband storage picks? I know Shanghai, but like the back of my hand, but I'm trying to think of what a storage pick is over there. My ex is a Shanghai gal. It's hot, I bet. Man, if I was down there, I would be at the damn, I'd be at the beach. I'd be at the pool all the time.
When you gotta go back to China and visit?
I'd like to go back. I got a lot of shit I got to tend to in China. Graham says, I'm jealous. It's winter here. Unfortunately, it'll be winter here soon enough, but it won't be as bad for me this year because I'll be traveling a lot. You know, we have the usual third meetup in Las Vegas in December, and then I get back. We enjoy the Christmas holidays and all that, and then we're on the road.
Hi, Graham.
If he doesn't want to get drugged around the mall, he can go to a pod with Wi-Fi. Oh, okay. Yeah, what strange thing about China is that they don't really have the Amazon. Their malls are still big. There's no such thing as, you don't do a lot of mail order in China. So let's see. Rob says, Rosie taking Tara to, are we going to a bathhouse tomorrow, Bobby, down there? Huh?
No bathhouses.
But Bobby, good night, Lynn. Take care. But Bobby's going to show us where you worked at the Castro Theater.
That's right.
Good night, Lynn.
Yeah, the manager told Bobby, what were you, all of 17, Bobby?
Yep.
Yeah, go downstairs and see, make sure nobody's...
Make sure there's not two guys in the same bathroom stall. I'm 17 years old, like...
what am I going to do, you know?
If there are, what am I going to say to them?
So I love Bobby be like, I'm just standing on the steps there for a few minutes. All good on there, all good.
Everything's good.
Bobby was out in the shack going through Tara's panties. You better count your panties and stuff out there. Bobby has a history.
I heard that in.
Oh my God.
I heard that in China.
Yeah, we're going tomorrow, Juice. We're going down to San Fran tomorrow. What about China?
There's some rivers that's the river level is increasing and it's going to wipe out a whole city in some areas of China, and some Chinese small cities are going to just disappear.
Yeah, that's
you heard
the
of
history
that?
of China. Yeah.
Interesting.
It's the same thing when they built the three gorges dam. They just had millions of people that had to be relocated. Yeah, Jalen, you've kind of been a hermit. Yeah, San Fran will be fun, Juice. We're going to hit Chinatown, the usual touristy stuff, and then Bobby's going to, we'll probably eat dinner at Tommy's joint down there. Tommy's joint on Van Ness, and what is that, Polk and Van Ness? Geary and Van Ness down there, yeah. see
Down by-
the
down by
USA in your
Down by
Chevrolet.
Divas.
Ellis Brooks Chevrolet, the corner of Bush and Van Ness. Sung by Miss Kitty Carlisle. Yeah, see, that's what I don't like. Jinx hit the nail on the head. She said it's hard to leave the AC when it's hot out. I didn't want to go outside today either. See, the problem with me, if I'm in AC for a while and then I go into the heat, it feels twice as miserable than if I'm just stay in the heat. Call Tommy's and ask him to spit in the food. Come on. That's a real good place. You go cafeteria, you just go up there and you tell them what your main is and the sides you want, and they tray it up for you, and you go get a seat.
You're right there.
Tommy's Joint, JOYNT.
Been there forever.
Yep. And they'll line up outside too. Right? Good deal. It's not too difficult to park there either, which is nice. Because I'll tell you, Juice, it's no better parking in San Francisco now than when you were there. It's terrible. It's the worst parking. That's why I think about boondocking and stuff. What a challenge in San Francisco to boondock. You get those pricks of meter people running around all the time. What's a parking ticket now? Like $200 or something in San Francisco?
Well, that one day I paid $65.
I think Juice actually lived in the area here in the Bay Area for a while. He knows all around all these places. I think actually Juice's dream is to get back here one day. I think to the Bay Area. Praying for that. I don't think, I don't really know how to, I don't really, I've often thought about Juice in Oklahoma, and I don't know how it all shakes out for him there. I'm not sure.
How do you go from San Francisco?
Well, he's in Oklahoma City, which is okay. Yeah, I mean, it's like you got some life there.
Yeah.
You got the thunder. You got
110-degree weather. A bunch of damn Okies.
Be nice now. Janet was an Okie.
Janet
Her
is a-
family.
She's still an Okie.
Well, there's the song Okie from the Stokey, right?
Hey, I saw him live.
What's his name again?
Oh, God. Merle Haggard.
Oh, yeah?
I saw him at the Fillmore Auditorium, and I mean, he was just rocking the place. 10,000 hippies and Merle Haggard saying Okie from Stokey, and the people were rocking out.
I would have loved to have seen.
Yes, he was, London.
I like that song Collide by Merle Haggard.
David Allan Coe. That's who I would have loved to see in concert.
Is anybody
If that
on?
ain't country, you could kiss my ass. If that ain't country.
Linda, have you heard of the song Collide by Merle Haggard?
Susie said, thank you for sharing your visit, Tara.
Who said that?
Susie.
Susie.
Oh, we love you, Susie.
Susie's good. I like Susie.
I think it's about a dog.
Yeah, David Allan Coe is funny, and I just think always the country rebel, which I kind of like.
If this ain't country, kiss my ass.
You would love David Allan Coe, especially with your liberal use of the N-word.
You've seen the guardian angels on the streets before, right?
Yeah,
Fascinating.
I remember when that all started.
I'd hate to be a criminal around them.
None given. I never used the N word. I grew up in Baltimore hearing that every day in, day out, and it just, you know, like I said the other night, I grew up when there were still segregated bathrooms and all that. So. Yeah, there you go, Jalen. It can be hard kicking ass and managing YouTube sometimes, and working on your short golf game too.
You got really nice golf clubs, Bobby?
I do.
Is it Callaway?
My driver's a Taylor, and then my irons are Cleveland, and my putter is okay.
Okay.
I expect to see the Jalen at the Pro-Am tournaments next year.
Well, I'd like to play tennis with you and Jen in the future. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Depends on how my knees hold up. That is one sport that's brutal on your knees is tennis. I bring real clubs to fuck, but that's it. Yeah, you're not
I have a
messing
Taylor
around.
made
Yeah.
5 wood also.
Oh, yeah?
That's my favorite club.
Jalen went from a short set of clubs to a full. He went to a full bag. And kind of an inside joke. Huh? Hey, Richard Riley, nice to see you.
Hello, Richard.
Hi, Richard. Hi,
Hi,
Rory.
Vegas Vixen, Rory in the house.
Hi, Rory.
Rory, I'm on vacation, Rory. I'm at my finest, doing nothing, drinking beer.
Yeah, Bobby's on Vegas countdown for December. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
I'm waiting. In Vegas, we're going to the city tomorrow.
Yeah, we're going down to San Francisco tomorrow. Yeah, we can't.
Vegas, we're going out clubbing.
We can't
Clubbing
wait
again.
either, Rory, because we didn't get a chance. I didn't get a chance to come down in May. I usually come down twice a year and see you, but didn't have a chance to. Hello, Jen.
Hi, Jen. Jen's here.
Missy Jen in the house.
Hi, Jen.
Yeah, we'll have a good time tomorrow.
Maybe we'll run into Joe Montana. Does he live in San Francisco?
Actually, he lives around North Bay, Joe Montana.
He lived in that tower where it was leaning,
Oh shit!
and he sold his condo to Hunter Pence for like $2.5 million.
Yeah, that's one that they tell you, don't worry, it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, don't worry. It's only leaning like 16 inches.
The fucking top of it leans 16 inches to the side. That's going to be real good in the next San Francisco earthquake, right? Shit. Oh, you playing the
when the earthquake comes, all
lately?
those high rises are going to fall because they're all built on the goddamn sea.
Damn, Rory, I wish I had
yeah?
been dancing with you at the Deja Vu, honey.
And they all used to be,
That's my game, Juice. Omaha. I haven't played any lately, though. Beautiful thing about Omaha is with 4 cards instead of 2, like Texas Hold'em. You get 4 in Omaha. Everybody at the table thinks they got a great hand. And they're firing money into that pot. They think they got the nut flush, the good hand, and they're just getting screwed left and right on the people making full houses on the river and stuff. It's unbelievable.
I only play high-low.
High-low Omaha's okay.
Amateur night. What does that mean?
Let's do amateur night. Yeah, let's. I still want to do that Vegas showgirl outfit down on Fremont Street. Now that I got the front end kind of showgirlish for. Get some of those tall feathers, right? Take cover, Rory. Non-Givens is here. I know he's loading one up right now.
And then there's that sidekick, Givens Takens. Remember him?
Given Takens, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I think it was just an expression. He got it to 2 hour and 48 minute, 8-second mark.
Yeah, let's make some money, Vegas.
Yeah, photos for tip. Well, I used it in the sense of just explaining a story. Did you ever show that ballroom dancing, Rosie, or was that personal? Which ballroom dancing? Linda. Oh yeah, the way Non-Givens tosses that word around on Hangouts. 2 hours, 48 minutes, and 8 seconds.
He's right on it, huh?
He always. He has 4 2 terabyte drives that he keeps loaded with stuff.
It's really strange how our Hangouts jumped from 32 views to 42, down to 35, and now it's just always up and down.
I think people bounce back and forth between. There's a lot of people that love to go to live hangouts. So Tara's moving in. I bet the Rancho is hard to leave. Well, we're gonna be sad to see Tara go for sure. But we will see her hopefully if I can swing October down there.
There's no place for me to work over here, Rory. I'd have to work at the local McDonald's.
Yeah, Tara's the prisoner. We're holding her for ransom tonight. Weren't you dancing not long ago? Ballroom dancing? I don't think I've ever ballroom danced, Susie. I like to dance at clubs. Last time I really danced was at the Piranha Club in Vegas down there.
In the 70s, did you go disco dancing with the white suit and everything?
No. You could be a manager in a bikini man. I secretly have out back. There you go. Pole dancing.
Did you go disco dancing in the 70s, Bobby?
I did.
Did you have the white suit?
I did disco dancing with, platform shoes and that kind of crazy stuff in the mid-70s.
There used to be a club down by
They say
Chinatown.
stand up, I'd say I am standing.
Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Heart Club Band.
Oh, yeah?
That was the name of it, yeah. And it was like, wow.
Where's Sergeant Pepper's Lonely? Graham says, I danced with a Polish guy once. Interesting. Yeah, I've danced a lot. Bobby and I have danced a lot over the years. In Reno, we go to the 5-star saloon, 3-star or 5-star.
Divas.
There you go, boys. Like back in a previous life, I was the disco king and did blow all night long.
Hey, Rory and I like Xanadu. We like the movie and the music. Remember, did you see that movie?
I didn't see the movie, but I remember the song.
God, you should see the movie.
Olivia Newton-John, right?
I guess she's got cancer again right now.
Does she? Well, that's
I'm not
it.
sure.
Usually when it recurs, that's it.
Yeah. Side chat on my right, I heard that Olivia Newton-John's cancer came back.
Oh, okay. Watch the movie. It's addictive. I'm more into like that Australian import movies, like Strictly Ballroom.
Good to see you, Paul.
I don't know if that's Paul or not. It might be retro on a name tonight. Paul usually doesn't back down to another. He was in a tribe called cookie6.com. So now he's backed off to 3. I'm not sure. Hey, hey, Paul. I can't keep up with Paul's.
Hi, Scott's dad.
Paul said he picked up with strikes, and I said, well, "Do a hangout." He's like, "I have to move up to 7 now. I have to make a new one." Gee, that's great, Scott's dad. That's 69 cents. We can't wait to spend that in San Francisco tomorrow. Oh, okay. All right, Jinx.
Did you ever like the GTOs?
Yeah. Why'd you get a strike, Paul? Yeah, 6 is the last one. Hey, Mo, man, 6 was the last one I saw.
I'm old, man.
Of yours. That's highly unusual for Paul to get a strike. I mean, his last art, Ghostbook art video was Jen and I were laughing our asses off at that.
Yeah,
I never heard Paul so torqued up on a video.
Love you too,
Oh,
Susie.
okay. All right, Paul. I didn't think that was against, I don't know. You just probably had the wrong person in the review seat at that time, Going to teach you a lesson about YouTube. Imagine going to school Paul on YouTube. Hey, Sambo. How you doing, Sambo?
Hi, Sambo.
It's so great about Sambo came on last night, Bobby. The first thing he said is, I hate to tell you, but your curtains are dipping in the middle back there.
Hi, Joseph.
Hi, Joe. Nice to see you. I tell you, Sambo's off the hook.
I love the trolls.
Hi, Keith.
Hi, Keith.
I love the trolls.
Is this fan too much, or you want me to turn it off?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Hello, Joseph.
Oh, okay. Tribe said, yeah, I didn't fight it. It's just easier just to make another channel. Yeah, I hear you. But kudos on your ghost wolf. Yeah, Paul said, how you doing, Bobby?
I'm good, Paul. How are you? Good to see you.
Probably keeping cool. This is the time of night Paul usually goes out and washes his car once the sun goes down. or usually has to chase away the biffsters looking at his boat there, mucking around his boat trailer.
It's always good to see you, Paul.
Hey, you know, Juice, I'm glad to see. Sometimes I have a hard time following the iterations of Paul there, so I'm just glad when he comes in and announces his channel.
Hello,
It's
Hidden.
too hot to wash.
Hi, Hidden.
Hi, Hidden. How are you?
Hi, Hidden. Yes, I got allergies, Susie.
I like sometimes Paul will be sitting in his house and like, I got to go out and chase these biffsters or looking around my boat outside. And I mean, you don't want Paul running out of the house when you're dicking around his boat and shit.
You know what his favorite handgun is, right? 44 Magnum Auto. It's an automatic 44 Magnum.
I didn't think he mucked around with small ordnance on there, so. I mean, basically, I think Paul likes something that's going to pack a few grains in. Basically. Yeah, that's right. The hipsters don't come out in 115-degree heat. Yeah. Yeah, the 44 is special, but an automatic.
Oh, I thought it was a Magnum Auto, Paul.
Special.
I'd rather have a 44 Magnum.
It's way too much for me.
You can get a 38 special Smith & Wesson for a couple hundred.
Yeah, it's not much. That's my favorite of all time. Just because it's accuracy with it. Let's see, would you ladies like to become bomb squad members? No, I don't think so. I'd love to have a 44 automatic, but those Jew bastards not buy me one. I thought they were, haven't they come across with a computer for you yet, Paul, at the other chat? Haven't they ponied up the, you're supposed to be all the big computer gurus. Haven't they sent you out a new laptop? Oh, it's on pretty good, Hidden. It's got a lot of structure holding it up there. 44 is just too much for me to effectively handle.
Yeah, I get a cut on my finger.
Can't do it. I can't, Terry. It'll bust my hand out. Happy Meals are all for Jew bastard, bro. He hasn't bought me a new tower yet. What the hell's wrong with him? I guess he hasn't paid off this Shatsu yet. There you go, Paul. There's your connection. Hidden Numismatist will set you up with a nice Android laptop there. You'll be all set. Oh, okay, I had a cap swell on my lower Hidden. It wasn't worth fixing. Yeah, because usually if one cap swells, there's other ones that are getting ready to go too.
What's a cap swell?
Capacitor swell, defective capacitor. Not defective, it just ages out and the electrolytes swell and it just deform. Sometimes they explode. Yeah, I think too. Yeah, it's not even worth it, Paul, because you're trying to do motherboard level change outs there. You got to have the axial type of capacitors. It's a real pain in the ass.
Hi, Master Dog.
I think we probably passed the low point of cheap computing.
You?
No, I'm just thinking through history. It's like we had a race for ever lower prices, we got down to notebooks and Chromebooks and stuff like that. Now, I don't see that stuff ever going lower than that. And as a matter of fact, some computer stuff is actually increasing in value. Let's see, I'm not doing a cap swap at all. I'm not on a lease return deal. Yeah, it's not worth it. Let's see, say this. Sure. I don't know who you're talking to, Julian.
I'm 47, dog. You don't need a powerful computer unless you're going to game.
Well, unless you're doing editing and color grading on video footage, then you really need a powerful.
Are you needing it for yourself?
Yeah, very powerful, because I shoot raw. A lot of my videos raw with absolutely flat contrast. And you have to go do the color grading on it. Man, that takes a tremendous amount of computing power. Okay, Susie, love you.
Night, Susie.
Hi, Alpha. You think that's Alpha Wolf?
You never know.
He usually comes in on his own.
Yeah, usually. Code word is Alpo.
Julian, I don't even know who you're talking to. You're just shooting it into the air, bro. You need a little more direction on that vector. Code word Alpo. I'm sure he'll be around in a while.
It's top secret what my name is without a wig.
I don't know. Joseph was around for a little while. I'm not sure if Joseph Kane was here.
One of these days I'll be doxxed. I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet. It's been 3 years now.
Corey, did you beat those kids? Yeah, I haven't seen that. I actually haven't seen that Avatar in probably a year. I remember that. I thought you got that from Blue Waffle. That used to be Blue Waffles for a while. That was his Avatar. That was definitely his Avatar. Was Blue Waffle down in Texas there. Okay. Looks like Juice just took that out. Oh, that's a Mongol girl, Blue Walls. Let's see. Yeah, you can think about your bad behavior there, Master Dog. Silver Heart Bobby's missing from the chair. Yeah, he'll be back. He's going out to fold Tera's underwear out there.
Don't you think the French are #1 for lingerie and the Italians are #1 for leather and shoes?
Well, we got fine lingerie and then we got trashy lingerie.
Fine.
Okay, for fine, I would say yes. The French and the Germans are fine. I'd say trashy. The Chinese have it over everybody these days with all the nylon and shit that they do.
Yeah, hello, Hidden. Love you too.
Buenas noches, Julian.
Hi,
¿De dónde?
hi, Jarek.
Es Argentina. Yeah, the Germans are known for the language of love. You can tell it in the language too, the way German just rolls off the tongue. It's such a beautiful. Yep, there's the musician Bobby. There he is. Bobby's going to his old stomping grounds down in the city tomorrow.
That's right.
Show where the legend was born. Yeah, Corey was issuing a silver alert. He wandered away.
I had to go into beer.
Oh my God, he wants your mother and you to travel to see him in Argentina. Holy crap. In Patagonia, he can drink your food. Paul's good. I mean, he's just cut and paste king for, shit. That's good. That's funny.
Hi, Jonathan.
My friend, you're watching YouTube. Quality content. That's it, Juice. Yeah, we kill people like you here. Well, I can tell you, Julian, you wouldn't even get here. So I got one up on you there.
You're looking at two ladies with firearms, Julian.
Julian.
All of a sudden, his mastery of English just improved dramatically.
We carry Julian.
Yes, and we know how to handle a piece too. Oh my God, Hidden! Finally, I'm on vacation for a few days, and you want me to go to work for you? No way. And I got a better stance than Elvis on the range. The modified chicken stance.
The brand is Rene Paris Jarek, and the style is called Lane.
You want to work for Hidden? Tera's on vacation for a couple days this week too. So.
Hi, Hidden. What do you mean?
I mean, we work hard for the money too.
Like Donna Summer says.
We can't carry. Forget about getting even a concealed carry permit in Santa Rosa here. Forget about it.
No, we're not carrying. We just have it.
Hey, Rosie, can you put a 9mm in the softball at 25 years and 70 for a double tape 9mm? I might not center it up. I'm going to get a nickel in the. I'm going to get a nickel in the softball.
Jarek, I don't know what color it. I have
25 feet is why I like to spend time on the 100-foot and 150-foot ranges, just for interest's sake. But I don't know if you asked about a large head.
I have a large head myself, so don't worry about it. The color, I don't know what the color is. I got to go home and look it up. I can't go to work for you, Hidden. I got to have some time off this week or I'll go AWOL. Part of the reason people have to go on vacation is to get away from that environment, because it's the same environment. If you're in there too much, you can go AWOL. Whether you're in an office or a
Well, no matter what you're doing, yeah. Even if you're a letter carrier out in the heat,
Uh-huh.
you know, day after day, and if you hit a hot spell, you can go crazy after a while.
Look, Corey, I'm not trolling. I'm just watching the chat.
Yeah, Corey, Bobby didn't have any meat tonight. I don't think Bobby eats meat.
I don't eat meat.
So Jen and I and Rosie had steak. So you're not a vegan, are you, Bobby?
No. I mean, I eat chicken and fish.
Right. So Bobby just eats chicken and fish for meat.
I'm just not a beef eater.
And
You know, I don't like that sodium nitrate.
when I first saw Bobby, I was thinking to myself, Bobby looks a lot younger than he does on video.
Okay.
And he the way Bobby moves around, it's like he moves around like a 30-year-old compared to me.
I'm just lucky I got good genes.
Yeah, so I'm not afraid to admit I thought fish was meat. And chicken, I thought chicken, fish, and poultry was meat. So I was kind of stupid. So, yeah, I guess chicken is meat, right, Bobby?
What's poultry?
Okay. I just thought fish was meat. That was the embarrassing thing. Yeah, Corey, I thought fish was meat.
Well, what we're saying, Corey, is I don't eat beef.
Oh. Maybe Bobby meant beef. Yeah, I'm too confused now, Corey. Jalen says chicken and fish isn't meat.
I'm with you, Jalen.
Yeah, I'm going to have to ask Donald Trump
How much do you drink?
what meat is.
See?
Did you on it?
Oh, I'm good. This is my last beer.
Okay.
So is fish meat?
Because we're going to leave at 9 tomorrow.
is fish meat?
No, fish is fish.
I guess
Well,
fish is
chicken,
fish.
Chicken and turkeys are poultry. Beef is meat.
Okay, well, Corey says if it must be killed, ever has eyes and has blood, it's meat. Have you tried kangaroo meat?
No, Joseph. Is it any good?
I think today Trump got a taste of what not repealing Obamacare feels like. That's what he got to take. Let's see. He says, Rosie, you have to have the sheriff there to get a concealed carry permit. How does it work? Yeah, we have a sheriff for the county, and we're right on the border between our street alternates county city here. We have City of Santa Rosa Police Chief, and we have Sonoma County Sheriff's Department. And both of them were told by the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals that they had to issue concealed carry permits. They could not issue them. But they chose to interpret that ruling as, okay, we have to issue, but it doesn't say how long we have to issue them. So they have applications this thick on their desk just sitting there and they've said point blank, we have no intention of processing any applications for concealed carry permits. So what are you going to do?
Is it Jerry Brown's thing, or is it someone
No,
else's?
this is Sonoma County.
Oh, so it's not California.
No, but I'm sure there's jurisdictions. San Francisco, you're not going to get a concealed carry permit in San Francisco. So Marin County, I mean, they would laugh at you. You know? Or Oakland, you know,
Anywhere in Northern California, hell.
Solano County.
Hi, Mark.
Let's see, Mark Charles says, hi, ladies. I'm a firearm instructor. I also have 2 submachine guns, 3 AR-15 SBRs, and sound suppressors for 22 9mm and 5.6. You can't do that in France. No, you can't. You ladies would love this sub guns. I don't think we're not allowed to have suppressors here either.
I don't think we like sub guns. Do you, Rosie?
No, no. But I understand the freedom he's talking about there. Yeah, this sounds like the response to Brown versus the Boards of Education et al. 1954. This can't last forever. The courts won't put up with that. Yeah. Get it online. There you go, Jalen says. Problem is you can't get things shipped into California. You have to go to a legally licensed firearms dealer. And you'll have to pay a commission. Okay, Corey, take care.
Yeah, night, Corey.
Night, Corey.
Everything that you buy delivery has to be taken through a federally licensed arms dealer here. I mean, if you ship a weapon, and if you ever get caught shipping one, I mean, that's definitely a federal offense of a pretty high magnitude right there. That's going to be a little more than stern talking to by judge.
Yeah, somebody's going to come knock on your door. They might have a hard time catching the person.
Now, on the other hand, California is not nearly as anti-gun as people think it is here. You can still, there's very set rules for transporting your weapons and things. So it's not. I wouldn't fear being pulled over by a.
As long as it's locked in your car,
exactly.
you can put it in your car.
You can also check it through airline luggage and everything. So.
Well, I mean, look at all these people who go hunting. All they do is put it in the back of their trunk or SUV and, lock it up.
Yeah, ATF and NFA's in charge of the full auto and other stuff. But, there's states' rights too, Mark. Maybe both, Sambo.
Sambo, don't eat fish.
Yeah, probably shrimp. I don't even think you could get one now. Yeah, TR Prepper considers also Matt Gunskier in politics. Remember him? Good-looking guy from Arizona.
How can I forget?
Yeah. Well, anyway, he is of the opinion that guns are a great investment. They never go down in price. So, Joseph Kane says we're exporting kangaroo meat now. It's supposed to be good for you. Joseph, do you eat it? I mean, what do you think of kangaroo meat?
P.S. Oh, Peace Swerve. Oh, I know him. Hi, Swerve.
Thank you, Mark. I guess sometimes you really crack me up.
Good to see you, Swerve. Say hi to.
Yeah, you know me. I'm either giving you a boner or cracking you up. It's one or the other.
What's his name?
Brew burgers are
Splinter. Swerve, say hi to Splinter for me. I used to go on the Splinter
Oh, okay. I don't.
Hangout. He has Hangouts. And some of our community goes there.
I think I do enough damage right here in this community.
Well, I was going there because nobody else was having.
All right,
Hangouts.
take care, Linda. Great to see you. Okay, Joseph said, I'm not a fan. It's very strong and dark. Probably be better as a jerky or something. I definitely tried. I've had camel meat before. It's okay. Alligator, lots of snake. I've gummed down my fair share of eel too.
Well, the Africans eat tarantula. You wouldn't try that, would you?
I'd eat a train. The edible parts, the legs. I'm not going to take a whole one and just down the hatch. You know? Graham said, I eat kiwis. That's the bird.
Mm-hmm.
Jake said, I've been considering cutting red meat. Missy Jen is here. She's right on the side there. Jen and Rosie Reality TV. She's going to have a couple videos up tomorrow of the morning and early afternoon that she spent with Tara. Sambo, I have a can of Mongolian horse milk, I think.
Have you all been to a Mongolian buffet?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. You cook it in front of you?
Mm-hmm.
That's fun.
That's all over Hong Kong and China years ago. Yeah, are you sure it's milk? Sambo, are you sure?
Hi, Mark.
Sambo's like, now you tell me.
I'm going to leave Thursday hidden.
Sambo will be like, let me go check it out. Oops. I think, where do I know Mark Charles from? So I don't know where the TR Preppers chats or not. Picture of a horse and some Jap squiggles on it.
Cheers, Jinx.
Oh, okay. Mark says, last time I was in Cal just after 9/11 for a porno convention. Awesome! Any favorite stars, Mark? I have a few that are Facebook friends, but I'm not supposed to talk about them.
There's a lot of bolts holding up all of that stuff up there.
It's a lot of 3/4 inch threaded rod. Took a hell of a lot to put that together. We were spinning nuts for days here.
If there's an earthquake, is there something that
This is tied into the ceiling. It has all, see the rubber stoppers in the front. They're going to keep things from bouncing out there. I have a few more that need to put a few replacements on, but I purposely put them in to keep them from coming out in an earthquake. Johnny Watt, after Fukushima, was in the industry for 30 years. They changed so fast. Okay. All right, Mark. Oh, Sambo says major fire hazard. He hates to see all that electrical shit plugged in. It's like overloaded. Second was cool back in the day. Met hundreds of them. Yeah, she was the blonde one. Yeah. My favorite was one, Annie Ventura. She didn't do a lot of videos, but damn. She had a body that didn't quit. Thank you, Mark. Who else? Candy Barber was another one I liked. She's dead now, I think. Oh, that was the Maryland figure was Maryland Chambers, I think.
Hi, Steve Wiener.
Oh, nice buy, Steve. 68 Sansui 800. They're really nice. He started like the 200 and worked up, I think. That's the one that Jeff T. Rowe burned up out there, the Sansui. Yeah, Candy had very unusual nipples. Yep. Yeah, big puppies. Yep, that was it. Yeah, that's a good score. I love, man, Sansuis are so nice. Jeff T. Rowe just has no concept what he burned up on that yard, you know. That was, his kids would have thanked him for that that unit. Hey, Scotty.
Hi, Scotty.
Guten Morgen. Who else did I watch? I enjoyed doing it more than watching it. That was the problem when it came to porn. I never had too much interest in Jinx. Okay, we have 16 stores in Wisconsin just retired. 16. You got to Google it, Jinx. I think the other one was the other one I thought was Desiree Costo. She did some videos with Johnny Holmes. Thank you, Steve. Yeah, not happening. There you go, Jake. Smart. Okay, Wisconsin's hottest videos.com. We ever into porn?
Yeah, even now.
Okay.
But it's not off.
Yeah, okay.
To be honest.
To me, it's just, I never really warmed up to it.
I'd rather.
I mean, I did it, but I never.
Oh, you don't have to do porn. Just go. What are these sites? Hammer or?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
You can have
I was
anything you
always
want.
one that'd rather do it than watch it.
Well, I'm like, I used to do it. It's like, okay, been there, done that. Let's just stay home and relax.
There we go.
Do not have to go out anywhere or spend any money.
Her name was KANDIBARBOUR. Jinx has got a homework assignment. She's
Uh-huh. Sambo, let's see.
I don't think it's anxiety. You just choose.
Well, maybe it is, but I went to the Sambo. I was at North County Fair Friday. Sambo, the North County Fair shopping mall. I get onto the freeway and a car almost runs into me. It's like, I'm so tired of risking a car accident. I just want to stay home and not have any risk of having
So
any
you're saying when
problems.
you were merging on some asshole on this plowed Indian?
You know how you get onto a freeway and there's 3 lanes.
So you match
So
your
I'm
speed.
in my lane and this person she was like this close to me. She almost hit me. And then when I went to see you in Pacific Beach that first time,
Yeah, I remember you told me that.
You like corn, we'll drive by the Mitchell Brothers Theater tomorrow.
There we go.
sure, Bobby.
On Polk and O'Farrell. I've been there a few times.
Anywhere you want to go, Bobby. And I'll buy dinner again tomorrow.
No, you're not.
No, you're done. You're done.
Your money's no good here.
You're done, babe.
But on the subject, going to Pacific Beach, Bobby, a whole bunch of black stuff came out of the car exhaust. So the car behind it panicked and got into the left lane where I was and almost stopped. So I had to stop suddenly because he didn't want to get hit from that black powder coming out of the
That's
exhaust.
how you have a real bad chain reaction accident.
And I'm thinking, I don't want to get on the freeway ever again. But I'll go see Rosie and Jen.
And you did. You came down 2 more times to see us.
So that's my social anxiety,
You fall
Sambo.
off the horse, you then climb right back on, and otherwise you'll never ride again.
You know, it's funny. I train drivers that drive, and they won't drive on 101. They'll take the side streets. And these clients, when I see them, they say, you know what? I can't ride with this person because instead of me getting home in 45 minutes, it took me 2 hours because he wouldn't go on the freeway. He drives down Stony Point Road or Little Mill Road, and it's like the one little girl said, "I thought I was being kidnapped."
Sambo says, I think
So I can relate to that.
your gang should go on Dr. Phil with you. Sambo, I don't think I have any social anxiety issues. I enjoy being out and about.
Oh, he's talking about me.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're talking about
He said
Tara.
your gang. I think your gang.
Tara doesn't want to go on the freeway.
I also love to just stay home and relax.
Yeah, it's like the boss is a homebody too.
Yeah.
The boss hates to go out. He
Oh my
loves to
God.
be home. You better not be hammered.
To get
Bobby, are
the
you
boss,
drunk?
no, to get the boss out of the house, it's like pulling teeth.
Yeah.
Come on, boss. Come
He
on,
loves home cooking and he loves to stay up there in the man
He's up
cave.
there in the man cave.
And he'll turn on his cooking network, the Food Network, and he'll just sit back and watch. And
He has a
Yeah.
TV up here. He has a computer going. He has tequila up here. He has a beer. When he needs a beer, he calls Jack. Janet! And Janet says, oh, crap.
Bobby better not be hammered.
I'm not going.
He's not drinking any more beer.
Yeah, Joseph, I need I need an Australian cab driver to drive me around.
Jinx is still on her homework assignment out there.
But the problem with the Australians is they drive on the wrong side of the road. When I was there, I got in the car after when I got off the plane, and I sat in the driver's seat, and there was no steering wheel.
Yeah.
It was on the other side of the car.
That's the way when I went to England in 1974, and we got placed with a host family, and I just went and got in the car, and the woman gets in, "Are you driving?" I said, "No." And I looked it up, and sitting in front of the fucking steering wheel. Do you mind?
I know. That was one of my funniest
Oh,
moments.
come on, Jinx. Kandi, Candy, Barber, Barbour. You probably have your, what do they call that, your search safe one.
There's a button. If you accidentally push it, it reverses a lot of your keys, and you're screwed unless you know.
Oh man, I don't even want to know that. I got enough problems with shit around here with computers blowing up. I lost a big monitor. I had a big, what the hell was that, Bobby? That big monitor was, what was that? I don't know what the hell it was. Not a Magnavox, but something else. That thing blew up. Yeah, try that again, Jinx. Just put quotation marks around that name. That narrows down the search to just that specific. It doesn't pull any related links in or anything. Now you got Sambo looking out there too.
So we're gonna leave at 9 tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. So unless we're leaving at 10, Bobby. So.
Well, we want to be in the city around.
You're the boss.
I'm not the boss. I'm just a tour guide.
Granted, the ones those math are capable of anything. Yeah. There's a lot. You look at just regular boulevards and streets these days, and man, that's people. When I was starting to drive, and I've been driving a lot of years, but I'm just saying, you maybe nudge a little bit over the speed limit. If it's 30, maybe you push 35, 38. You got people doing 60 miles an hour in 30 zones and stuff, and they don't give a shit what the ticket is, you know?
Well, they don't care until they get caught. And then they figure out what it costs. I mean, driving in the diamond lane is $600. How many people driving down the freeway have $600 extra to pay for that ticket?
And you don't get your registration renewed unless you cover that.
Yeah. And then you get a point on your license.
What drink are you talking about, Hidden?
She could have very well been born in '56. She could very well have been. I'm taking her all the way back to the '80s, late '70s, '80s. I mean, peep show movies before there was VHS and stuff. You'd have Super 8 movies. That was it.
Why?
One of the greatest actresses was Marlene Dietrich.
Are you drinking, Hidden, or you're not allowed to drink?
I think Jinx just found her on that. Oh man. Hey Jinx, I report, you decide. That's all I do. I just
Yeah, I was on antibiotics hidden for 2 weeks, so I couldn't have any alcohol for 2 weeks. So I consider it a good thing to stay away from alcohol. That'll help your body get hydrated and back to normal. So alcohol is poison, so consider it a good thing. Yeah, hang in there, Hidden. I want the best for you.
Bobby doesn't eat meat, James, okay? Bobby eats some meat. Bobby's not a big meat eater.
See, they're always talking about you, Bobby.
I know. Why is that?
Because you're a celebrity.
I'm not a celebrity.
Hey, Jasmine, nice to see you.
Hi, Jasmine.
I'm just happy with who I am.
Bobby, don't finger my stereos, please.
I'm just doing some more rubber things.
Yeah, they're my earthquake protection.
How'd you get those in? You screw them in?
Screwed them in, yeah. Kind of nice, huh?
Yeah.
I've got a lot of value. There's probably $30,000 on them all.
Wow.
I'm as big as Kenwood. That's probably the biggest
You
they
don't
ever
have one-
made.
You don't have one up here?
No, it's not that critical.
Or up here?
Yeah, I got to put a few. I've added a few units, probably. So, yeah, Graham said I'd be slapping his hand. As long as he doesn't finger him, it's okay. You can watch. Look with your eyes, not with your hands. There we go.
I'm a touchy kind of guy. There's not one here.
Pretty good, huh, Bobby? You don't really see him that much.
I'm not sure if this one works because it's underneath it.
Well, you got to push it back a little bit somehow it came forward.
I don't want to touch it because I'll probably break it now.
Thank you, Jasmine.
Just send me a bill, Tim.
Yeah, thanks, Jasmine. You got a lot of concrete on the bottom, right? Foundation.
No, I have wood beams there, but
No, I mean the floor.
I have post and beams. There's post space about every 6 feet apart under that. And I actually went under and put additional jack stands under that to give it some extra.
And put wiring underneath it with all the
Wiring,
spiders.
of course, there's a video of going under and putting extra support under the wall of sound.
So to build a house with a concrete foundation is real expensive.
Well, this has what's called a perimeter foundation, and then in the middle they have piers that come up with posts on concrete.
All right, I'm going, girls.
All right, Bobby. We'll
I'll
see
see
you at
you
9
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Love you, Bobby. I'll see you in the morning.
See, Sambo said, I watching while I'm on the shitter is bad. Starting to regret the sauerkraut beef
So
hot dog.
9 o'clock, right?
Good night,
Thank you,
Hidden.
Graham. Yeah, we'll see you at 9 o'clock tomorrow.
Are you gonna be up?
No.
Okay. So I'll be here at 9.
Okay, Bobby.
Hi, Jalen Trans.
We'll be up. Oh, shit. There's Jalen's shadow.
Well, that's a real shadow.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that sauerkraut beer hot dog, Sambo. Sambo can't get off the shitter now. It's all backing up on him. Shadow, wrong. Spells double trouble. That's it. Okay, so that's probably jailing then. You ain't legal until you chop it off. There we go. Now you ain't legit until you chop it off.
So that's the real jail.
I'm not sure.
Or is there just two jails?
There could be two. I'm not sure. These days there's so much cloning and shit. There's like on the other hangout, there's Stephen O'Callaghan and some of these other ones. Come on and you ain't legit until you chop it off. There we go. Yeah, my twin. That's funny. Are you a good golfer too? JTL. Have you improved your short game? Oh no. I'm sorry to hear that. Of course. I don't think Tribe. I think Tribe is well liked. Oh, okay. Legit Jailer was made March 21st, 2017. No sub count. No vision. That sounds like the real Jailer.
I think the purple Jalen's right.
Oh, I know. They both are.
Hi, Magilla.
Yeah, I don't know why, Jalen. I get no idea on that. Just above my pay grade, Tara. I don't know. The Rock says, "Can you smell?" Jasmine, where are you located?
We're gonna see Jasmine and tomorrow.
I don't know where Jasmine's located.
There was somebody who wanted to see us while I was here. Remember?
Bobby loves roofies.
Hi, Roofies.
There's the god of destruction. I just love these troll names these people come up with. You got to be really creative to stand out from the. I mean, we've seen it all in this community. We have seen.
And it is not in any other community, is it?
No, it's
We
just,
have
it's
the
very
community.
particular to this. Yeah.
I don't, in my opinion, this is the bottom of YouTube. It's not the other communities we talked about. It's just this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a beer.
Ew. Thank you, Roofies. Oh, thanks, Roofies.
Geez, it's been a bad night for poor Sambo. He's got that sauerkraut hot dog backing up on him.
Well, I had to take a dump.
Hey, Shay. I mean, not Shay. I mean, Paul.
I had to take
Somebody
a dump
said
after
Shay over
that
there.
steak.
You had to take a dump after that steak.
Yeah, but I think it was the omelet. The steak's still sitting in here.
Well, traveling isn't easy on the system, too. Okay. Let's see. Bobby's house. Sneak in the booze shed later when you're passed out. Okay, that's cool. Shay has a day off from doing hangouts. Maybe you'll do some housework or something, huh? Is that on low or high? I feel like that thing's blasting right on me. Are you comfortable? Oh man. Yeah, like Rodney King said, can't we all just get along? Can't we all just get along?
That's two computers going.
Let's see, Rosie, what did you do to that fat man? I have no idea. Nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing that I know of. Just maybe have a successful transition. I don't know. I thought you all were moving him to Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world. Chicks,
Entertainment.
nightlife, Old Vegas, Sinatra, Dino, the Rat Pack, right? Buffets.
You know, a city's probably going to overtake it, right? Is up there in Afghanistan. What's that mega city called again?
Kabul? No, that's Pakistan. In Afghanistan? I don't know.
That area, those are America. You know what city I'm talking about?
Baghdad?
Tallest skyscraper in the
Oh,
world.
what? Qatar? Or,
No.
United Arab Emirates or something?
Yeah. What's the name of that city?
Oh, it's a duty-free place. I can't remember the name of it. It's
And just a growing. And
they're
growing
trying
and
to
growing.
pull away from oil.
Yeah.
Dubai.
Dubai. Yeah, sweet Melissa, thank you.
Right,
Dubai. They're, to me, they are on their way to being the city of the whole world.
Yeah. Bright light shining, gonna set my soul, gonna set. I'm washing my balls.
Yeah, thank you, Roofies.
Shoot. Well, I like both JLMs. They've always been very straight up. Tara's not been slouching on the beam, Paul, I'll tell you.
This is all I'm having
Yeah,
tonight.
you never really seen Tara cut loose, you know, so really pound that shit one hangout.
This is it.
You know, she's got good discipline. What's your rule, Tara? If you get fifth, then it's a 3 hangout, which I like. You know, you figure fifth has got to last 3 hangouts.
Well, it isn't. Georgie drank some of it.
Yeah, Georgie nailed a little bit of it. We got some backup for Rosie back here.
I don't basically, my rule is just simply don't get drunk. I don't get to the drunk stage.
Let's see, Jalen Translate just said, Rosie, when you told Shay he was dried out, he took it hard, especially when Tribe kept rubbing it. What do you mean dried out? Dried out? Didn't see much of Vegas when we was there. Had to take my wife to hospital with a broken leg. Joseph, I'm sorry. You can come in December if you can party at the Piranha Club down there.
Did they have real piranhas in aquariums?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, I
Yep.
thought so.
They had an aquarium with some real prawns. Jinx said, "Tara's on vacation. Let her cut loose."
Yeah, but I don't get drunk because getting drunk is not fun. Paul, you need to get my hands on a P30, which is $1,000.
That day you went into Shay, you came in hot, and Shay was shitting his pants. You know, the last time I came on the Shay's Hangout, I made a suggestion to use 5/8. Well, actually, there was a time after that, but then I got booted out. But the suggestion to use 5/8 inch sheetrock instead of 1/2 inch, it's better quality. But then there was something about the next time I came in that I was immediately blocked because I don't even know why. I think Shay had gone off on me a couple times the day before and stuff. Didn't want to give me a platform or something. It's all right. I mean, it's, you know, Shay can run the Hangout any way Shay wants. I don't know. Yeah, 5/8 inch sheetrock. Yeah, it's a better quality than 1/2 inch. Within 10 days of moving into that place, I would have had that whole place gutted and into a roll-off. Every bit of sheetrock would have been stripped out of that place. All the wiring would have been laid in, new 20 amp wiring.
You know where I
Three
live?
wire.
My apartment has an all concrete floor. Is that good or bad?
It's okay. It's worse. Yeah, it's better. Probably better than wood in a lot of ways.
For earthquake's sake?
Yeah.
I would get a
The
sheetrock.
thing about
bends.
earthquakes is you want to make sure. Good night, Drew. Love you. You want to make sure that it's a requirement in California when building that the perimeter is bolted down on the foundation. One of the things in a lot of homes, they're just sitting on a foundation, and in an earthquake they slide off a foundation, and to refound the house costs a lot of money. To jack it up and shift it, you're talking about $25,000.
Good night, Drew.
Let's see, Tribe said, Rosie, are you teaching Tara to wire up some recessed lights and how to plumb a toilet while she's there? Yep. See what a nice job. Well, you guys know the can lights in here and all that shit. Rosie, I'm telling you, Shay really despises you. Be careful, that fat slob has a loose screw. What am I going to do? You know, basically, I just do my own thing, and I let Shay do his own thing. Can you teach Tara how to build out a Class B van? She's probably better off never getting a Class B or talking about that. That was Paul's comment on the first video. Tara's got to get out there and mow that high grass back there in the back.
Yeah, it looks like the lawn's kind of mowed already. And I think they've trained Georgie to mow the lawn.
Actually, the morning before, when I got off of work, early afternoon, Tara came in at 4 o'clock, 4:30. I had time to go over all the lawn and get everything cut. I don't water and irrigate the back. I save that well water for the fruit trees and for the landscape.
Yep. I'm tipsy, and that's where it ends. No, I don't go past tipsy.
So you guys can't push Tara over the edge. Huh?
When you
She's
go
got that stop loss on there, so.
Yeah, when you go over the edge, you're dizzy and you're wanting to throw up, and it's stomach ache and.
Tara's going to earn a keep tonight. Yeah, everybody on the rancho earns their keep. There's no free rolling here.
Even Georgie has to work.
Georgie's been on the disabled list for a couple of days. You know, you have a little pug like that, and he jumps off a bed onto a wooden floor. When you're younger, it's okay, but you get older, your muscles start to weaken, and you're pulling them, and he splays out on that floor. So what I actually did was pull out one of the Oriental rugs and set it up in there so he'd have a smooth pad.
Is he middle age, young, or old?
What is he, 5 years old, Jen? Jen. How old is Georgie? 5? He's been here 3 years. 6?
It'll be actually 7.
He'll be 7.
This, yeah.
Yeah, what are the chores? Cuddling George, yes. Hi, Gerald. How are you? Nice to see you. Yeah, Tara's hit her stopping point.
Hiya, Gerald.
Because I know what you mean. I mean, there's fun ahead, but then if you overdo it, then you're trying to sleep. You're dehydrated. The next day you get up, you got a headache, and you just feel, you know, you're riding in the back of Bobby's truck, and then you've got spray over the interior. It's not fun.
You don't get your coffee from Costco?
My what?
Your coffee?
No.
Wow, you don't go to Costco at all?
You?
My mom, and she buys the coffee for me, and I pay her.
We just do Hill's Brothers coffee. It's okay.
Thanks, Roofies, for the poppies.
Thank you, Susie. My new improved butt loves a butt rub. I'm gonna have I'll tell you, if MX is still in the same predicament of no computer next week, I swear to Christ, I'm gonna have a GoFundMe for him, and I'm gonna raise $5,000. I'm gonna get him one of those Android like kick-ass red Hell Zone fully loaded computers.
Just give him Donald Trump's computer. It must be worth $6,000-7,000.
I mean, this goddamn thing is like the GeoForce NVIDIA GTX processor, stainless steel solid state drive.
He don't need it. He uploads.
I swear to God, I'm going to get him a goddamn computer. I mean, he deserves it. All the cool shit he's done on here for years. All
he goes to the Benihana and he doesn't even eat sushi. And
this is a mistake. This is a mistake. Paul has really never had a proper introduction to sushi. Jen came in from Missouri and she swore to me, Rosie, I'm never going to eat a goddamn piece of sushi. She had it for the first time, and now she's most excited when we go to a sushi restaurant.
Yeah, Paul, why do you need a powerful computer to upload a 20-second long?
Paul, I have no problem raising money. I mean, the entertainment value you've provided on YouTube, all the Hangouts you've done and shit. I mean, what price can you put on that per hour? Paul's been fucking backbone.
Happy Meal, I'm sure, would put in $500.
You know, I'd put in a couple hundred. I mean, Tara saw today. I can certainly spare it. Right?
I'd give in a couple bucks.
Yeah. I mean, I would think it'd be like a slam dunk. I mean, you know me, Paul, I get everything all arranged. So by the time you go airborne, it's already a done deal. And it's just going through the motions at that point. Rob, you got to have sushi. I just tell you, it's a good thing. Joe, you got to have it. Start with the California roll and work your way up. Yeah, Joseph, you got to give it a shot. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Happy Meal spends $5,000 on a fucking Shatsu massage chair. You know?
I think Rub one out on Rosie could fork over $500, Paul.
I don't think Paul would be the easiest fundraising I ever did on YouTube. Easiest.
Yeah, I'll go to the sushi bar with you, Rub one.
And for the pure entertainment value that Paul has provided, who would even think twice about that? It'd be legit right off the bat. Bobby loves Ruth. He said, "I'll pitch in a few hundred, but Tribe's going to have a drinky poo with me first." I used to eat steak tartare, but I stopped eating that because there was too much problems with beef, with E. coli and shit. I don't want to.
I drink Jim Beam, Gerald. And Toothless Bulldog could probably give Paul $6,000 because he's loaded.
I'm just thinking within the last 5 minutes, I've sort of done a back of the matchbook cover calculation. I figure there's already $1,200 right here. I mean, if you get up to 1,200, 1,800, now you're talking about a MacBook Pro. You know, Paul's power editing when he goes off on Ghost Wolf art and he's rolling out those F-bombs. You fat.
Well, he could get one of those military $10,000
mil-spec job. Yeah.
The ones that the military uses that have unlimited
encrypted.
internet.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like. I mean, I can't think of anybody more deserving of a decent unit than Paul. I mean, you figure the bad hand he's been dealt in July. He can't do a hangout on Tribe 6 now because of his unfortunate Jew bastard comment that got back to San Bruno Central. And then to add insult to injury, his computer gets smoked. You know, so he's trying to do this shit on a phone now. Can you imagine sitting there? No shit, Paul. We'll just do it on the low down. We'll just send it to you. Oh no, Marshall's deserving a new computer too. Oh man, Paul. That sucks. You got to have a good. Basically, you need a good Dell computer.
Commodore 64.
Yeah, Commodore 64 with 256K processor, and you do get that nice dial-up sound too. You know, remember that? It's like music to your ears. That shit. Man, I hated my Toshiba. I had a Toshiba satellite, and that POS lasted about 3 years and gave up the ghost. Yeah, I think I had like a Toshiba I bought in 2005, and by 2008 it was smoked. It was a Vista. It was on, and I hated Vista. What a shit! I'm still running Windows XP all over the place over here. It's great. It's bulletproof. It's slim as can be. Yeah, Rob, that's right. I mean, if I did a GoFundMe for Paul, Teresa would be in for easy $200-300, no problem. Vista's terrible. Vista was just shit. Windows 8 was crap. No, she's got her own in-law unit out there. Her own. It's like being home, isn't it? Got your own studio out there, your own personal shower and toilet and everything.
You're gonna have to add a little air to it, though.
all you do is just go in the head end and turn it to inflate to whatever pressure you want. And when you reach it, just pop it off and you're good for the night. Let's see. Irene said she would kick in a hundo. Well, okay, Bobby loves groupies gonna come in later. Yeah, I heard a little something, Paul. You and her kind of had a little bit of a go round over there, Irene and Paul. Problem is, Paul's got a really good memory, you know.
Yeah, Paul, do you go back to Drury's Hangouts, or was it just Amanda's Hangouts?
I don't think I ever saw Paul when I was on Drury's Hangouts. It was when Blogger Frog came along in like June of 2015. That's the first recollection I have of, yeah, post Amanda when Summer Hangouts. Paul was on the scene, yeah.
Well, did Blogger Frogger come out when Amanda came out, or when you came out?
When I came out, because after the first hangout I did on Drury's, Blogger Frog's first puppet was the RV tranny. He called me, and he had me like that. Later it was a Nicole same doll. So I was the first one that, yeah, he did in the community, and I was on that for like a year solid, almost every day.
So basically, we think Paul came out when you came on to Drury's,
yeah,
and also Blog Frog
yeah.
came out when you came on to Drury's.
Yeah, first recollection I had of Paul was, yeah, about the time that Blogger Frog, I think he was a follower or traveler of Blogger Frog, and followed that, him and Chicken Eyed, and I haven't seen Chicken Eyed in a hell of a long time. all people to have a GoFundMe tribe. And look, Rob, can you think of anybody that's more deserving of a really nice computer than Paul? I mean, can you imagine? I mean, he endured that Toshiba.
Well, for some reason, Vlogger Frogger always talked about chicken eye.
Yeah, well, remember
would say
when
chicken pot pie, which meant
yeah,
chicken
remember
eye.
when Vlogger Frog was in the shoe in like early 2016? He had 2 strikes on him. He couldn't upload anything. And he put his stuff off to Paul. MX was uploading for him, and Chicken Eye was uploading for him.
That.
Yep.
Well, I just learned something new.
Yep.
So, Paul,
I really feel like buying him a computer, Gerald. I mean, the hours of entertainment he's given me, and I wanted to stick that unit to take that down to his house there in Vegas to load that on Bobby's truck. That beautiful Motorola 1961 Madman 3-channel stereo console, 21 tube, and take it down to Paul. And he even sent me a picture of his place, and we just said that son of a bitch would fit in beautifully down there.
If he says this name and he says that name,
yeah, Garbage Can Fran, yeah.
Is Bodie said
it could be Bodie, I'm not sure. Bodie got really negative on me and was really all about Amanda after the Elvis incident in Las Vegas, which then Mr. Y was shown to be the benefactor, but I never got an apology from anybody about that. Yeah, Paul, we had to help the puppet guy when he got striked. That was funny. It just shows you how smart, you know, Vlogger Puppet is. It wasn't going to take a chance on violating a YouTube rule, so he just contacted Paul and Chicken Eye and said, could you upload my video? And they're like, sure. Shit, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you have given hours of it. Rob, you have given hours of entertainment. It's very true. And you're hella loyal, too.
Yeah, Paul, you're withholding information. You want to give us a little more info?
Yeah, that's it. So Puppet Guy had to reach out for some help, and he wanted to find somebody who was ultra dependable. because you would have his link for his ISP when he sent you in something by mail and you opened it up. Not that I would know, but I heard that you could capture an ISP if somebody sent you something in. So it had to be somebody very dependable. So chicken-eyed Fran and Paul were the ones that did it.
I got some inside info, I'll tell you tomorrow.
Okay. And they thought I hired a private detective to go.
Yeah,
I didn't have to.
I'm your private detective.
My friend that Paul knows, Brenda, Motorhead Brenda, was actually the one that nailed down Vlogger Frog's precise location in San. She was the one that nailed his location. It wasn't me, because she took it as a personal challenge. She's like, oh yeah, he's living on a double wide on somebody's property. I thought Vlogger had 200 channels. But I have to say, yeah, Brenda was cool, and she was really smart too. She nailed that in like record time.
Well, who was Brenda?
Brenda was a friend of, used to date the boss for a while.
Okay.
And she came here and spent some time. We went up to Reno, to the Reno zombie crawl and stuff. She was around. She spent, I had an overnighter here, and she was around.
Does the boss know who Vlog Frog is?
No, no. I know who he really is and stuff, but what would be the point of, you know, he's given a lot of entertainment.
Jimmy was really into knowing who he is and everything about him.
Jimmy took it the wrong way. You know, Jimmy took all that stuff to heart. Instead of understanding it was just, you know, you're public and there it is. So that was just my take on it. I thought Jimmy was way too serious about that. Because I remember the first time that Vlogger Puppet did a video on Jimmy. Jimmy was all ecstatic until he went and watched the video. You know, somebody told, hey, you know, the puppet guy made a video of you. And Jimmy's like, oh, man, you know, I'm somebody. And then the next day he's like, you know what, motherfucker, you know, you did a video, you fucking motherfucking, you know, he started going off the rails. And then for Vlogger, it was game on at that point. And it was Jimmy Pants, Jimmy Pants, Jimmy Pants. I got voices in my head. And it was game on. One thing I got is a brutally accurate memory. I remember stuff like it was yesterday. You remember that, Paul? Voices in their head and all that stuff. You had Jimmy Puppet at the beach and remember washing up in the waves on the beach. And it might be before your time, Tara, or some of this crazy
No,
stuff. You remember that when the puppet was floating and they have dead RV Deb's puppet was floating on the beach too. Yeah, humor and satire, Sambo, and we tried to tell Jimmy on the Hangout, you know, just, it's funny, you know. I mean, look, he takes time to create and make something, you know, the Rosie with the gold bikini and the anatomically correct bottom and stuff. I mean, it takes time to, it's not like, you know, he had to take at least a half hour to fashion that.
Well, I'm just saying, Jimmy revealed to me the other channels that he had.
I know,
so I got to see
but I know Timmy 113
right.
and all.
That's what he revealed to me.
But I knew that from Alpo.
Did you?
Because Alpo has a lot of history that people don't know with Vlogger Puppet before. It goes all the way back to the poker playing days. I've never shared that stuff, so.
You know, and I wouldn't want to give away too much information, neither would you.
No.
Because we do like the guy.
Because we enjoy his stuff, and I think he's an asset to the community, you know?
So we do like you.
I mean, one time I joked around about hiring a detective, and Tiny Elvis got all bent out of shape about it, and I thought, oh, man, you know, was just joking around, you know. But, you know, thank you, Jinx. Jinx said you're so graceful in dealing with people, Brody, because people can hurt you, Jinx. Let me tell you, words have meaning. You got to be careful when you know.
Yeah.
I don't sit there on Hangouts and just shoot my mouth off and just diss people and crap on people. And words can rebound. They ricochet like bullets around, and people hear stuff the next day, and it's like, do you really want to be on the sending end of something that not me, you know?
I know that channel, Paul. I'm sub to it, the Cristiano Di Carlo, and he has more channels than that.
Now the other funny thing too, is Paul has been kicking around forever too, but I have no idea how Paul latched into the RV community. It had to be through Vlogger Puppet. When he probably followed Vlogger, because before this, Vlogger was with like Big Daddy, Kid Blood, Big Daddy, and Nigel.
I
and
think
some
Paul
other people
comes from them. Right?
Yeah, and they said Stephen Mass turned Vlogger Puppet onto our community because he used to follow the wrestling community, and then told Vlogger, hey, you got to find these RV. They got a fucking tranny in the RV community and stuff now.
So Steve Mass has been around lately.
Yeah, Steve Mass was the one that was what would they call the detonator on the whole thing.
Yeah, but he hasn't been around.
No, I think he's got problems with mom and dad and shit. So mom and dad, you know, when he blew all that money on cam hosts and shit.
Hello, Cooper.
Yeah, I thought that, I'm trying to think when I first knew Paul was in, like, he made appearances on when Amanda was having the Donald House video Hangouts. That was the first time I remember seeing Paul. Called MX420 Kid.
But what about
and Paul and Brian used to get along pretty good. You know, I mean, Paul was, you know, he's cool. He spent time over there, but he wasn't around. He wasn't about. He got turned off by the fuckery and stuff.
There was a time almost everybody got along with Brian, you know, in the beginning.
Yeah. So it's funny to trace that back.
Yeah, if anybody
my take on Paul was always, you know, if you're not doing the fuckery and you're not being an asshole, then you're okay, you know. But man, if you're on mockery and if you're fucking up and GoFundMe's and stuff, and man, you're right, like in the crosshairs right there, you know, that's it.
Yeah, somebody should be writing a book about all of this.
Well, you know what Jimmy Rance was the originator of? Jimmy Rance was the first big split. When I first came on the Jory's Hangout in April of 2015, let me tell you, I sat in that Shine Shack and I thought twice, am I going to push this button to enter? Jory had sent me a link. And I thought, this is going to take a lot of guts to just show up in the middle of this community. Hey, I want to be an RVer, and oh, it's a tranny and all that stuff. But it worked out okay for me, but I never thought that people would follow me in from the trans community and stuff like that.
Well, if anybody wants to get into this community and understand it, it's probably best that you watch those early Drory.
And they're still up there. The early Drozy, Drory,
yeah, it's gotta
Hangouts are still up there.
It's got to be the Drory, Rosie, first 3 or 4 Hangouts to see the very beginning, because the earliest Drory is nothing but RVers.
Now, things were really cool until Nomadic Fanatic had that breakdown and then supposedly sold his rig and ripped some old couple
He
off.
was on Joey's Hangout.
And I know, I was on Hangouts with Eric before a couple times, 2 or 3 times, even afterward. But Jimmy then started on his e-begging thing and did a lot of, man, every day he was doing an anti-e-begging.
And he got
And
in
that
trouble
split
for it.
the community because there were a lot of people that were very pro nomadic fanatic.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden he took off from like 12,000 subscribers to 25. You know, the trolling just flew him, made him huge. You know, it has that perverse, you know, it's kind of like the Elvis effect. The more you hate him, the more, you know, the views he's getting and that kind of stuff. So it was interesting because that really split the community into pro and con, because Jen and I did a video, Nomadic Fanatic Blow Shark Stew. We just were joking and parody, and a lot of people loved it and a lot of people hated it, you know, on there. So it was very interesting. Hi, Felipe. Buenas tardes. I guess it's still evening there, so. But it's been interesting. Yeah, I've spanned many communities. It's been a lot of stuff. But I have a real good memory for factual, because I lived through it. I was the original agent that came into the RV community. And I often think if a lot of other people hadn't have followed me in, it would be a different story.
Amanda,
you know, because
followed you.
Amanda saw me
And then
doing
I followed
Hangouts and
Amanda.
said, I really want to do what you're doing and stuff. And I, you know, and I had no idea, didn't really know
We all
him
followed
that
you.
well.
We
Yeah,
all
and then they
followed
followed me in, but I legitimately wanted to get an RV. So,
You were the first one who
Yeah.
entered. Hi, Joshy.
hey, Joshy.
Celtics are going to be pretty strong in a couple years,
They are.
Joshy.
But I'll tell you, the Warriors are going to wrap it again next
You know,
year.
it really does look like a Celtics Warriors showdown the next.
Yeah,
so-
I think Cleveland is smoked.
Because what's his name? Artest? Is that his name?
Artest, yeah.
He's going to stay.
So when I think about doing a GoFundMe for Paul, it's like
You know, every troll.
Joshy Bingham, 100 or 2, right there.
Oh, Joshy would put in
Rosie O'Kelly,
100,000.
couple hundred. Tara, 5, 10, 20
$5.
bucks, $5 just to be a name holder on there. Yeah.
But I could see Joshy giving Paul 10,000.
Well, when you talk about a good Alienware computer, that Paul can go like 10 years with no fuck ups or anything on that, not even a hiccup, not even a drop connection.
Danny Ainge.
Yeah, for computer and tacos, but good tacos, Paul. Those ones out on the eastern end of town out there, on the way to Boulder Dam. Paul likes a good taco. I remember once. What did I tell you, Paul? It was what the hell was what was that taco? Daddy something or Go Daddy Taco or something like that. Paul's like, there's 2 locations, and I'm like, well, I ate down at the one on downtown. He's like, that's okay then, because there's a real shitty one. I can't remember, Nacho Daddy. That was it. Nacho Daddy. I thought to myself, fuck, I better shut up a bit. You know, Paul really knows
Tacos?
tacos.
Well, you know, some people call a pussy a taco. You
Yeah.
know that, right?
Yeah, look at the way it's folded, you know, and everything. Yeah, Nacho Daddy's hard, but we had a really good one. Yeah, the one on Eastern, that's the one that's like really shitty. And thank God I redeemed myself when I told Paul we had the one down on downtown there. He's like, okay, that's all right. Now that's the one Rory loved it, and I liked it too. Vegas Fixin' and it was pretty good. Joshy, we're going to do a GoFundMe for Paul's computer. I think a good one, like an Alienware $2,000 laptop. Can I pencil you in for a couple hundred on that? Yeah, he said the Nacho Daddy owner is cool though. Cool dude. That's cool. Some of the best tacos I had were, I couldn't believe it that night.
Well, you want the ultimate nachos or tacos, you go to a true Mexican family. The Mexican mother knows how to make Mexican food the right way, and she puts a lot of guacamole in there, very spicy hot salsa, and premium beef and cheddar cheese. And
See, that's where you're wrong. See, you want premium beef in your taco, and good tacos don't have premium beef things. You know, they have everyday scrap beef. Kind of makes that because you have a blended of different cuts of meat on that, and there's some. What would you say, Paul? There's some synergy involved in that. That the sum of the parts is greater than the sum. The whole is greater than the sum of the parts there. So, I mean, Paul's always gone out and trying this and trying that. So.
And don't you think Joshie is Jinx's
And
brother?
I thought it was funny. Paul's like, "Yeah, I'll meet you. You got to put the selfie stick away."
Yeah, well, I'm saying, don't you think Joshie is Jinx's
He's
brother?
Is Rosie capable of putting that selfie stick down for? And I laughed. Yeah, Jen's going to bed. Joe, you had the late shift here now. But I feel sorry for Paul trying to do business on his cell phone, you know. Yeah, Paul said some of the authentic seasoned beef from legit Mexican places gives it the taste. Maybe because it was thawing on the floor with stuff getting dropped on it. There you go. Or been recycled a few nights. There's something about aging the beef. I mean, I don't know. I mean, some of my best tasting Mexican food has come from some of the worst, god awful looking places, and some of my worst foods come from some of the most sterile. And they bring out a taco that looked like a shell with ground beef and a couple sprinkles of cheese on it, and like picante salsa that they put on top, and a few pieces of. It lacked the wholeness of like a really like you get in Mexico City down there, or something like a street taco.
Yeah, you pretty much can't make your own Mexican food. It's, in other words, it's difficult. I recommend going out to eat to Mexican food.
I'm just saying, when you're making a taco, like a beef carnitas taco, you know, it's a totally different story when you're doing that.
You don't try to make Mexican food here, do you?
No, I just go. I'm in Santa Rosa. I mean, I got the best Mexican in the state right here. I mean, it's like. This is why I go to places like Chevy's, and you know, it's shaky, but I'd rather hit the night taco stands on the street here. The maddest I ever saw Paul was on, he did a thing on Ghost Wolf Art this week, and man, was he pissed.
I didn't see.
I never seen Paul that, you know, he's.
That's the boring channel.
Well, I'm just saying I don't give much credence to it, but I'm just saying, man, Paul was really torqued up over that.
They don't really like BSers.
Well, especially when it comes to disability and that kind of crap, you know. All right, hey, good job, Gerald. Been talking with my boss, and he's going to put me back to work Monday morning. All right, that's awesome.
What is? He didn't call us, did he?
Nope.
Joshie.
Oh, you got my new number, Josh. Okay.
So he did call?
Let me see. I got a key to hold down the fort here.
What have you been doing, Cooper and Joshie? What did you have for dinner, Cooper? And what did you have for dinner, Joshy? And Gerald, what did you have for dinner tonight? Oh, really, Cooper? I've had an Outback steak, and the Outback salad's the best salad I've ever had. I had steak tonight for dinner, too.
Tara, let's call Joshy back on the phone. See what's going on.
Cooper had steak tonight.
Cooper doesn't call me.
What did you have for dinner, Rub One? Jalen, what was for dinner? Sambo, what did you have for dinner? Hi, Jerry. So he did call?
Yep. Oh boy. I got to tell you what, if you're not on Rosie's calling list, you got to ask yourself why. Okay? I'll leave it at that. Right, Tara?
Yeah. I like the original Batman movie.
Oh, that was good. Yeah. Michael Keaton. All right, let's call, what do you say we call Joshy and see what's going on?
As long as you don't mind.
Joshy just called us.
Yeah, but I don't know if
He loves us.
I don't know if you want to put him on the Hangout.
He loves to be on our Hangout. Right, Joshy?
I don't know what Joshy's football team is.
The
Joshy,
Wyoming Broncos.
what's your NFL team? Oh, Josh.
Hey,
is a
now.
Broncos fan.
Like I would not answer.
I forgot you're a Bronco fan,
There he
Joshy.
is, real talk.
How are you?
Good. Are you a Broncos fan?
It depends who's asking.
Tara was wondering. I didn't know if you were. I don't know. It's hard to peg Joshy down on football. He just seems to be like a.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
You seem to be just a lover of the game of football, you know, as opposed to.
Oh, you get off me, Rosie.
What am I blowing smoke up your bum or what?
Good to talk to you, Joshy, on the phone. You got
How
a
you doing?
you got a sexy voice, Joshy, and you look sexy.
Oh, I thank you, but we gotta get what's going on.
Just drinking some beers. I'm just having a good
I
time.
know.
Tara's coming up and hanging out. I got Tribe over here tonight, and we're raising money for his computer.
Oh,
I was gonna
fuck tribe.
pencil you in for a couple bills on that.
Fuck tribe. No, fuck him.
Sorry, Paul. I'm working it.
Hey, you bet.
Joshy, what did you have for dinner tonight?
What did you have for dinner tonight?
You wish you knew. I actually had a steak, believe it or not.
Oh,
We did too. I had a ribeye, and Tara had a ribeye.
No kidding.
and Cooper had steak. I guess Cooper had a ribeye.
Oh, wow.
Did everybody in our community have a ribeye?
Our community is so flush.
I don't care what Coop did.
Our community is so wealthy to have ribeye all the time. Hi, MB. How are you?
Hi, MB.
You guys are ridiculous.
Yeah. Hey, Joshy, Sambo has an important question on the side here. In your professional opinion, are there withdrawal side effects from Xanax? Would you weigh in on that? He's going to block my number now.
No.
Where did he go? Joshy, are you there?
I'm here.
Are you doing research or what are you doing?
What's
The question, Sambo has a question. Is there withdrawal side effects from Xanax, from taking Xanax?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Sambo, we have no idea. Oh, Susie says worst withdrawal ever.
If they're all withdrawal, I don't deal with it, so I don't know what to tell you.
Okay. Do you still
I
love
wish.
it? Do you still love us?
Yeah. I'll take it.
He's running hot and cold on us.
I'll take it when I need it.
Take it when I need it.
Fuck it. Yeah, fuck it.
Well, let me ask you this, Josh. You know, we love Tribe, right? MX. I mean, he's well, I do anyway. He's given what, hundreds of hours of entertainment. How many hangouts has he done? You know, selflessly, eight. He's done 8-hour hangouts like consistently, and then he got this terrible strike that just kind of threw him off his pins a little bit here. But don't you think he's deserving? Don't you think he's deserving? And then his Toshiba blows up with Vista and shit. Don't you think he's deserving of
Oh,
something?
fuck that. What's he gonna do? Fuck him.
Yeah, he's done over 8,000 hangouts. Can you imagine that? You don't think that you?
Wonderful. Fantastic. I don't care.
Looks like I have to.
Well, I care.
Looks like I have to
Who cares?
scrap Joshy off of the donate
Like,
list.
seriously, fuck off. Go get his job.
Oh, that's the alcohol talking, Paul. Don't worry
What am I
about that.
supposed to say? What am I supposed to say to that?
You're supposed to say yes, Rosie. For you, I'm gonna put.
I am not going to say that.
I'm down for a couple hundred on that.
Huh? I will destroy you.
Josh, you're a lover, not a fighter.
I'm going to fight his dick. Apparently, if he's trying to get money, fuck that.
All right, look, I'm just trying to do my, that I did this, the disturbing thing that I do, that ridiculously disturbing stuff I do, trying to spearhead a little fundraising. I mean, we've put people on bikes going around the country, power wheelchairs, tires for rigs.
Stop with that.
Paul, I'm.
Now, now.
Yeah, they're all shocked on the Sambos. Like, I thought that Jossie was sympathetic. Holy hell!
Who cares?
All right, I'm gonna go try to raise some other money now. Okay.
No, I'm sure. I'm sure you will.
All right. Well, don't be a stranger on the side chat.
No, do not hang up the phone. No, you're not. Shut up.
All right, I'm not going to hang up the phone. Okay, you're still hanging, but I
I'm still hanging.
I got my pledge card here. I got to fill it out here. What am I going to do?
I understand.
Well, let me put it to you this way, and this is business school 101. What would it take? How could I sweeten the deal to get you to change your stance on this thing? What's it going to take?
You don't even know. You don't even want to know.
He's got to get out of Don's basement ASAP.
Oh, Lord. You don't even want to know. Oh, Lord.
But come on, Josh. You've been on dozens and dozens and dozens of tribes hangouts and stuff. Don't you think his streaming stuff? I mean, you wake up in the morning, there's something to look at. You go to bed at night, there's something to look at. I think it's like one of the greatest things in the community. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like Gerald said. You can help Marshall out several times, but you're not going to help Paul out? Come on.
Who's talking to me, pussy?
Gerald, you're a pussy. I think I'm moving back. I think I'm moving. I think I'm moving backwards here. I don't think I'm helping Paul's cause any.
Who's talking to me?
Gerald.
I'm talking to you, Gerald. You piece of shit.
I'm sorry, Gerald. We've not rehearsed this program.
Holy crap. It's Gerald. Holy crap.
Yeah, Gerald's working again on Monday. Aren't you happy about that?
Gerald doesn't have a job. So that's bad.
He's gone back to login on Monday.
Bullshit. Dog shit.
I'm sorry, Gerald. I guess the proof will be when we said those wedges and that chainsaw fly in there. I'm just telling you, Josh, you really shocked Tara here tonight.
I don't know what to say. I have no idea.
Joshy, what did you have for dinner tonight?
Oh, you don't even fucking know.
Paul, I'm shocked.
I had alligator.
Alligator tonight. All the way in Colorado there, at alligator. Which part of the alligator is the best?
Oh, you don't even know.
I don't know. I don't even know it. That's right.
There we go.
I don't even know.
No. Yep, I am upset and I'm pissed.
What's stuck in your? Yeah, Josh, you had crackers and potted meat spread tonight. What?
Damn straight.
Yeah. What's the gator penis? What is it that set you off tonight? Is there something in particular?
I don't know.
Is it the blue top I'm wearing, or what is it?
Oh my God, your top. Oh my God, you and Tara get me off. So, oh my God.
Gerald, be nice now. Are you watching?
I don't know.
Okay, yeah. Rob said, Tara, ask Josh what his favorite movie is.
Yeah. Yeah, what's your favorite movie, Josh? Rubban wants to know.
Hoosiers?
Is that right?
What's your favorite movie?
Oh boy.
Heart of Darkness, Apocalypse Now, Last Tango in Paris, Three Stooges.
I'll tell you what, my favorite movie the other day was my favorite movie was Apocalypse Now.
Yeah, there's a few that say that's the greatest movie of all time.
I'm not much on Marlon Brando's role in that. Martin Sheen's role I like in that, but I particularly like Robert Duvall's as the cavalry captain on the beach with Charlie Don't Surf and all the clearing the beach for surfing and all that.
Remember that quote, Joshy and Rosie, someday this war is going to end?
Yep, someday this war is going to end. Yeah. I would think that, yeah, you need a drink, Tara. Wake up.
And that could be a philosophical statement, because one day our life's going to end. One day this is all going to end, and etc.
Okay, Joshy. I'll put you down for a couple. I'll put you down for 2 bills. Thank you.
Shut down.
Yeah, Jalen, I'm out of booze, so it's water time.
Don't believe that. We got bottles of, she's hit her limit tonight, which is good. She's got some, we got activities to do tomorrow. Oh, that was disappointing. That was kind of a setback. I thought Joshy would be there with the CC in hand on that. Yeah, I've probably got 20 gallons of Shine of 180 proof stuff. I'm enjoying the beer though. Get that cheap Jew prick out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Good philosophy though is, you know, if it isn't going to hurt anything, go ahead and take the chance and the risk and see what happens. You just never know.
Yeah, Paul doesn't do his best work on a phone. I'm just like.
In other words, think outside of the box. You
No,
know,
she didn't drink the whole bottle. She explained her philosophy to me very clearly when we bought the bottle. It was 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. 1/3 for the first hangout, 1/3.
Yeah, but Joshy or Georgie drank this much.
Yeah, Georgie got to a little bit over it. So
if we have a hangout tomorrow, this is all I'm going to drink.
That's the last little bit.
I don't even know if we'll have time to have a hangout tomorrow, but
yeah, we'll see what we feel like when we come back from San Francisco and stuff. But on Thursday, we really have nothing to get up for Thursday. So it's kind of easy. Do something else. Let's see. Coach says, Rosie, you know, damn good and well. Paul is deserving of some funding, and it's a shame that Joshy will turn his back on Paul and show Marshall thousands of dollars. Look, I could, for Paul and the entertainment value he's provided, if you couldn't raise $2,000 in 10 minutes, then you're not worth your salt over there.
Yeah, look, Paul
he needs
has
a good Alienware system that's going to do good duty for him.
Paul has all the trolls on his side. It's just that the trolls don't like GoFundMe, so it's like we can't GoFundMe Paul. We could do a Jerry Lewis telethon for Paul,
Yeah.
But as far as a GoFundMe,
Yeah, Joshy's kicked out of the club now. Yeah. It's kind of a shame because the guy that brings you the highest and most consistent entertainment value, like on YouTube and, you know, the live streams and stuff like that, should be a slam dunk for that shit. The money that's been put into other people's pockets and stuff. Oh man, Joshy.
you know what would be the best thing is if you know who did the hangout on the panel with you know who and the other you know who.
The big three.
No, and the fourth you know
Yeah,
who,
the big four.
who we're not sure about. If you put those four you know who's on one panel and they had a hangout Monday through Friday and didn't have a hangout when we had a hangout, we'd have 5-star entertainment 6 nights a week. But you got to have those four you know who's on there. You know what four you know who's I'm talking about, right?
Yes, I do.
You know
Yeah.
3 of them for
Yes,
sure.
I do. Yeah, I sure do. Yeah. But, you know, how much mileage you're going to get out of a Toshiba? You know, when it goes, it goes. Smoked it, you know, and then Paul's like sucking eggs on his phone trying to make a statement, go so far stuff, and it's hard, you know. Okay, Joseph, take care. Love you. Thank you, honey. We love you.
Yeah, good night, Joseph.
Do you know, years ago, I was actually, Paul came onto a Hangout and was there.
Who's hanging out?
By Hangout.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
is it on? You have it up?
I probably have that. And I think he was on Drawers too, and he came in an Osama mask, and then he came in as himself one time too.
Maybe
Quite a
I
good
got
looking
it.
guy, you know.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard Paul's a good looking guy.
Very literate, very well spoken. And
Yeah, he
if you're on
seems
the
very
right side
intelligent.
of him, a gentleman, if you're on the wrong side of him, he can go ghetto real quick. You know, he can knock your pins out real fast.
Honestly,
I've seen him.
Honestly, I've always pictured Paul as very intelligent.
Well,
and
he's very
intellectual.
smart. You can tell by the way he talks in real life on his videos. But man, if you're on the wrong side of him, you know, what we used to call the WOG, the wrath of God, wog, just wog on you like nobody's business.
Yeah, thanks, Joseph.
Yeah, wake up, Joshy. Joshy's.
Any idea why he called you to begin with? Or did he call you? I don't know why he called you.
Probably my top, I would guess.
Yeah, that's probably the best top you've got
Yeah.
that I've seen. Because that baby blue sets it off.
Yeah, the blue. Yeah, Joshy, wake up, Pookie. I don't think Paul's hurting for ass down in Las Vegas. We always got Kelly waiting in the wings. Huh? Available, local, doable.
Yeah, well, you
Right
know,
on the trailer door. Imagine that. Paul be running for the hills.
oh, that.
That's what I'd say, Jalen. Basically, it would be a hell of a night. It's funny. Well, my own personal opinion about Paul's situation with the computer and stuff, if it's anybody's deserving of a computer on the earth, Paul.
Yeah,
I'm
'cause
surprised his friends in Florida haven't already sent him a unit up there, you know? That's kind of a letdown. Basically,
I messaged Paul and told him he don't even need a nice computer because he just needs a computer to do Hangouts.
well, I mean, there's shop business, there's other stuff to do, you know. Let's see, the only one he helps out is Marshall. Jossie loves Marshall. Gave that guy $1,000 and turned his back on other people who really need it. Gerald, be nice now. I don't even know if that's the real Gerald.
Well, Gerald probably needs a better computer.
He only uses his phone.
And
I
he
guess he
needs a
watches.
computer.
I don't know how he watches. I don't think Gerald ever had a fundraising thing. Did you, Gerald? I don't think you ever had a fundraiser. All right, guys. Basically, I think about 15 more minutes and we're done tonight. So, big day tomorrow. Gerald says, I've always said this from the beginning. I don't want no donations from anybody. I have no GoFundMe or PayPal's connected to my channel. But some people need a little help, good people like Paul. There you go. That's the spirit, Gerald. Based on that, I'm penciling in you for 100 on there. Good man. Fist bump. Did you ever see Paul's Cadillac hearse?
On the picture.
Yeah, I never saw a bid on the street rolling on that.
So it might
It's
not be
got a
real.
hell of a fucking engine in that thing. That 500 cubic inch. Good night, Jinxie.
Night, Jinx.
It's like one of the biggest production engines out there.
And what was the car again?
He had like a Cadillac hearse
That's
on
right,
that.
Okay.
And I was worried about the rear end and that, whether that could handle that torque on that thing. But he said no issues on that. That's your new name, Susie Buttons Master Hacker. You think Susie's a hacker?
I don't think we even have a true hacker in our community because nobody's truly hacked.
But Paul's the only one with remote viewing capability and remote view. I remember when the funniest fucking thing was when, remember when Elvis claimed his generator went out in Florida in the swamp or something? Paul's like, I know you're bullshitting, you fat fuck. I remote viewed you. You're not broke as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Gerald, you got to always be nice. You're always supposed to be a very nice person. I'm glad you don't curse. You just use little asterisks and stuff on there. You remember Susie saying she was a hacker? I don't think Susie's a hacker. Why would you say that, Jessica? Gerald said, Rody, no goddamn good and well. I told everybody from the beginning I did not want no funding from anyone to get on my. I know. I'm not. Nobody believes otherwise, Gerald. I don't have any issue with that. No, I don't doubt you for a minute. You're good. Well, Tara, basically, it was another good hangout tonight.
Yeah, it was
A lot of fun.
We were good, and last night was good.
Yeah, I can't ever see Susie being a hacker.
If we can reach 40 viewers, it's good. Hi, Trans Legit. And, you know,
Juice, yeah. Thank you, Jalen. Yeah, it's been fun.
some people won't watch your Hangout until it's the next day. And that gives, you know
Well, let's
what?
put it this way: there's multiple Hangouts on. You know, people know mine is always up the next day. So
So they'll watch the other Hangouts.
yeah, exactly.
And you got to remember that.
I mean, I've always been very, very happy with Hangouts.
If you don't keep your Hangout up, in my opinion, it's like you never had one to begin with. And why even do it? That's my motto. I mean, if I had a Hangout tonight with all of you, in a year from now, I'm not even going to remember what we talked about.
But you could go watch that.
But if I uploaded it, then it's still there.
Yeah, interesting thing Tara said was she actually goes back. You actually watch some of the Hangouts, Jory, and some of the early Rosie June 2015 stuff. And
Yeah, I watched old Jory and I watched some of your very first stuff to see how it was back then.
and it's still up there.
And those Hangouts are worth watching.
Hey, Honey Badger, nice to see you.
Hi, Honey Badger.
The buttons. How tasty. We're having roasted buttons tonight, red ones. What's on the menu, Ma? We're having yellow buttons tonight. Woo! I'll tell you what. Basically, I have a new stew made of Y'all want to sit down and behave now? I got orange buttons tonight. Yeah, that's right, Juice. Could you imagine shitting out buttons? No shit. That's some funny shit right there. I tell you, the stuff that comes out of people's mouths on YouTube sometimes is unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I always said, honest to God, if I had listened to MX, I'd be thousands of dollars ahead right now. If I just listened to him, just don't do it, Rosie. You're just a dumbass with too much money and you know, not enough brains on this thing. Yeah, we're trying to see if we can work something for Paul for a computer for him. I know, Bobby, we're shutting down in 5 minutes. That's it tonight. Jeez, there's Bobby. 9 o'clock comes early, I know. No worries, I will be up and already showered and have
So I need to
had
be
a
up at
couple
8.
slices of bread. Yeah, if you want to get something.
So
to
I'll
eat
be
in the morning.
I'll come over here at 8.
Yep. Basically, that's it. That's what I say, Jalen. You know damn well Paul deserves one on the house. Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say an Alienware computer. Why, if you're going to buy one, why not buy a great one? Why go halfway? Yeah, beautiful Alienware. Solid state drive, 16 gigs of RAM, i7 Intel processor. Yeah, only the best. The liquid cooled GTX NVIDIA graphics thing. That way, when you're watching your X-Hamster stream, it never glitches at those times when you don't want it to sort of choke on the chicken there and all that. Yep, you can plug it into your 56K telephone modem. Yeah. So my thoughts are, you know, basically, why not just do it right when we're going to do it? No half measures, right?
Let's see if somebody does it.
You never know who's Paul. My Pookie has a lot of different names in here. My Pookie has a first name. It's Paul. My Pookie has a second. MXKID. I mean, you can imagine where Paul's coming from, though. I mean, you can. What do you figure, Tara? You sent Jeff T. Rowe a stereo. You sent the hell's his name out in Chicago, outside of Chicago, Patriot, Fearless Patriot, a stereo. A nice Marantz. I mean, why isn't Paul deserving in that, right? Yeah, that's what I'd say, Juice. Basically, you know, if you're going to do it the right way. So now you know who Paul is.
You think so?
Yep. Yeah, Honey Badger, his Toshiba was smoked last week or something. He was running that Vista, and I think he was on a rant or something. And it just blew it off the cooling pad, and that was it. I think he had a capacitor finally bulged out on him. So I'm thinking all the ill will, all the lousy things we've done here, we should be able to do a good one. Almost burnt the house down. We'll be all right tomorrow, Bobby. Sarah's just thinking I can always sleep Thursday morning. That's the relief valve.
Well, if I go to bed at 12.
Yeah, we're good. She gets
8 hours.
8 hours sleep. We're good to go. We're not crying, Bobby. We're all right. Yeah, Juice should offer up a painting. Trouble is, one of Juice's paintings like overfunds it like 50 fucking times. You know, that's a problem. How do you make change for a masterpiece, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't care what anybody says. Juice is a hell of a painter.
Yeah, I like Juice's painting.
I mean, it's that's what I say. How do you make change? How do you make change for a masterpiece? You just figured out who Paul is. You can't wait till he calls you Pookie. Then it's like it's not fun anymore. Basically, that's it. Wow, Honey Badger lost 2 terabytes of installed programs and data. That sucks. Didn't you say you double back up your stuff? That's smart. I just have it backed up on Western Digital 2 terabyte drives. I have over 12 terabits of stuff on YouTube on my channel. Think about that, 12 terabits of videos. Yeah, Badger's like, all my porn is gone. Let's see. All right, guys, get your last licks in. We got about 5 more minutes, so we got a big day tomorrow. Honey Badger, we are just Google Bridget B, porn star Bridget B. That don't sleep at night. I don't know this Bridget B. My mind always goes to Bridget Bardot.
That's what he means. He means Bridget Bardot.
Okay, but that was way before Gerald's time. Honey Badger said my dick is in withdrawal. All right, boys, I'm getting ready for bed now. Okay. Yeah, I'm just, problem is, Gerald, like I said earlier tonight, when it comes to porn, I was never really a watcher of porn. I'd rather do it than watch it. I never got satisfied watching it. I just wanted to do it myself. And I did. Yeah, dick gets you to shakes real bad. Basically, that was it. Were you mad, bro? Sure. It's not going to fall off. This thing's on so tight. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. We're going to let Tara get some rest. We've got a really big day tomorrow. There's probably another Hangout still airing right now. So what you need is to get Paul on there, getting his stuff going. All right, guys, we love you. Have a wonderful night. Thank you so much. Love you too, Jinx. Good stuff coming up tomorrow morning. You guys don't know a lot about Tara. Tara, to open up Tara like an oyster for tomorrow morning's chooch. I think that you will enjoy it. All right, guys, have a wonderful night, and also the great day that Tara and I spent afternoon. Hollywood, the movies, and Santa Rosa there. All right, love you guys. Have a good night.